What's going on, everybody? This is Rich from Bards in the Basement. What's going on, everybody? Hanging out here. Gravy Talk, number 21. We didn't ask a new question of the day. Amanda, we need a new question of the day.
I don't know.
You don't know. You don't know. If anybody has a good question of the day, let me know. I'll put it down in the chat. We're here with Raheem. No, we're not. Again. Raheem, I'm not trying to throw shade here, but man, where are you at? It's ridiculous. Thursday 7. 7:04. That's okay. We're gonna look up a new question of the day. We're gonna have the question of the day. I like that one. I like that one. We're gonna go in here. We're gonna change this. We're gonna change this right now. Hopefully. Question of the day. What three? What 3 objects you own do you value most? Boom, there we go. New question of the day. Fantastic. Cool. Cool. NN7687. That's crazy. Got this though. Got this. Cool.
Nothing in here.
Let's get that pulled up. And what else? It's funny. How's little lamb? All right. Weird. Right. Man, I love the world right now. These are so great. Let's go here. Alright. So this is life right now. Cool. Let's see if he messaged. He did not message.
Would you like to donate something to my garage sale?
Yeah, happy to. I've just about finished this ring-necked mallard. Some of my best carving yet.
Nice. But I need one that's already made. What about these?
All of them?
It's not because.
But each one represents a documentary I've made.
Please? I'd hate to break up the set.
Well, just give me
I believe so.
farewell, West Indian listening. Your sweet song, sayonara, Eurasian region. Always have you know.
You really need to work on that and go after you finish your films.
Take them all. Goodbye, documentaries.
You honestly think this will work?
Just waiting for some people to get here.
All we have to do is get Trey on her back, and he's sure to fall in love the same way you did. Okay, I'll go get her.
Hey, Amanda.
Stakes, what's wrong?
Could you possibly pull me in a chair?
What?
Could you pull me in a chair?
Sure.
This is terrible. They could get hurt, and they won't last long without food and water. I don't think they're going hungry. Follow those apples. You lost the trail. There's no signs of anywhere. Hang on a second. All right, you two, come on out. I know you don't believe it, but you're better off at the stables. Don't worry, we have a plan to keep you together, but it's gonna take some serious training. And unfortunately, I don't need
There.
it for you.
TV's better.
Hey, Trey.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Little Zan says Mac Miller's last words to him inspired the title of his next project. This kid just looks so dumb. Peter Rosenberg had 22-year-old Redlands, California native Little Xan on for this week's one-on-one interview.
If we're gonna have any shot at pulling this off, you need to work on your riding skills.
Why is this so important to you anyway? She's just a horse.
Duchess is Misty's best friend. I just think that
He had too many flaming hot Cheetos, and it ripped something in his stomach, and he puked a little blood.
You're a better tennis player than you are a horse trainer. Count on you to win that trophy for me.
Okay, try it.
What?
Come on, Misty.
Tapering off drugs.
Okay.
Kid's like 10. Last words. So the last words he said, he was like, "Be safe." He said, "Be safe" again. So much so that Xan says his next project will be called "Be Safe" instead of "Baby Blue Subaru." That's good. That's good. Don't want to get sued. Which one is Noah Cyrus?
You know, I don't even like tennis that much.
No, Trey, you can't quit. Please. Don't do it for the trophy. Do it for her.
I can do this, right? That's something they're good at.
Somebody out there knocking?
Okay, Duchess. Please. I've been doing it.
Hey, Rakeem's here.
Show me what you got.
Hey, everybody, I'm gonna go let Rakeem in. I'll be right back. And we're back. Look what I found.
Oh, hey! What is this?
Raheem is here.
What is this? What is this thing?
Oh, we're on Gravy Talk. Welcome to Gravy Talk. Episode number 21. Finally old enough to drink.
What is Gravy Talk? What is that?
What? It's like Blaby Block, but not as good. I can't remember what Raw Charles said. It's probably for the best. Anywho,
Yeah, no.
Raheem,
Yeah.
is it the most wonderful time of the year yet?
It's the most wonderful time of the... What are you talking about?
That's right. It is the most wonderful time of the year.
My head got chopped
Your
off.
head did get chopped off. You gotta watch that.
Sorry. That was
What you're talking
probably
about.
really loud.
I don't know what you're talking about. We do not have a green screen.
It's the most
You might want to put that hoodie back on, though.
Oh,
Oh, it's
boy.
fall.
Oh, boy. Turn on the emo music. Turn on the emo music.
Wake me
Everything
up
smells like pumpkin
when
spice. Everything smells like pumpkin spice.
September
Hey,
Hey,
hey, what's your favorite thing about fall?
my
buddy?
favorite thing about fall?
I sounded like a Muppet just now. I sound like was it Bert and Ernie? Hey, Bert. Hey, Bert. What's the...
Oh no, they're together. I can't do that.
Hey, Bert.
They're gay together. I remember.
Okay, that's not...
Oh,
good,
there's
though.
so
They're
much
just-
stuff going on. It's been like 3 weeks since we've Gravy talked, everybody.
I know.
There's so much to talk about. Bert and Ernie are gay now.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
so is Bill Cosby. Or somebody's about to
You
make
mean,
him.
you mean inmate NN7687?
That guy. Right.
It's an alligator, honey. No,
That guy.
He's got such a hardened face.
He's already kind of playing the part, isn't he?
Yeah.
It's like,
He already shanked somebody. Yeah.
shit.
I don't know if you guys knew that or not. He
Apparently,
already shanked somebody.
rumor has it OJ called him and let him know what prison life was like.
That is not a call I want. Who's calling you? I don't know. Some...
3. In case you all missed it, I don't know how you could have, but Bill Cosby was sentenced for 3 to 10 years for sexual assault
Probably gonna
inside
die
the
in prison.
violent, deadly, state-of-the-art prison Bill Cosby now calls home.
Yep. Pretty much gonna die in prison now.
They don't have Jello there.
Is that why it's so deadly and dangerous?
It is. You know, if they just had some pudding,
The
think everybody'd
danger
be
rating
fine.
would go
Yeah.
down dramatically.
Yesterday was pudding day.
Oddly enough.
Yesterday's pudding day.
mm.
Wednesday's pudding day. So, anyways, that is a Jim Jeffries joke. If anyone wants to look his stuff up,
He's
that's
now
pretty
gonna
good.
sue you.
No, he won't.
Yep, he's
No,
gonna
he
sue
won't.
you.
No, he won't. He'll never even see this.
Why would you say such a thing?
I have so much stuff on the list today. Did you see that picture?
Oh my god! Is that gonna be a thing?
Yes. Hang on. Let me get to.
Don't
the
just
camera.
save that one. Save.
I'll save.
We gotta
I'll
talk
save it.
about.
Woo!
We gotta catch up
Woo!
first.
Okay, let's catch up. What's
For
going on,
3
buddy?
weeks.
3 weeks.
3 whole
I mean, I saw you
weeks.
last weekend, but like we haven't gravy talked.
We
in
haven't
3
gravied
weeks.
in 3 weeks. We took a season-ending break. This is the season 2
Season 2. Are we gonna do every 20 episodes of the season?
episode. Yeah, sure,
Sure.
that was planned
That was totally.
in advance. Season 2, y'all. Oh, God. Do you remember? Do you know what that's from?
No. But it's just funny.
That was a reference to.
They should have got Michael B. Jordan. Wow.
No, that was a reference to a Chappelle Show sketch. Have you ever watched Chappelle Show?
I've seen episodes.
Okay, you gotta
Mostly
watch
the
whole thing.
the forgotten episodes.
They had
or
a
whatever
a guy named
it's called. Shadow and Cast.
So you know who Nostradamus is?
I know Nostradamus.
They had Paul Mooney, who is a famous, not so mainstream famous black comedian, dress up in like old English regalia, and they called him Negrodamus, and he would give predictions about black people and stuff, and then he'd also give like little commentary. And one of the things they asked him, they're like, "What do you think of the last movie? I mean, not the last movie, the movie The Last Samurai, starring Tom Cruise." He's like, "It's crazy. Tom Cruise isn't even Asian. Like, it's like they made a movie called The Blank Blank on Earth, starring." That's what he literally said that. Directly plucked out of that show. That is. hilarious.
Noise.
It's hilarious. Sorry, we're supposed to catch up. 3 weeks.
Sorry, I'm just messing with some camera settings trying to get this shadow to go away.
It's been 3 weeks.
It has been.
Yeah. So.
Oh, look, you can see our face is so much brighter now. I
me.
fixed it.
It's me.
I fixed it. I'm so
Yeah.
red.
So.
Just how I am.
Uh,
Yeah.
let's see. So anything
3 weeks.
noteworthy?
We streamed some D&D here on this channel last Sunday.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Do y'all know what makes that crazy?
They get intense.
It got intense.
Oh boy.
There was 4 players and I was DMing.
Okay.
All of a sudden we're sitting there playing, we're having a good time. I have it on my old laptop, which sucks. It's the worst thing ever, this little laptop.
Okay.
And the Twitch chat keeps glitching out on me.
Oh,
So I have it on my phone.
Yes.
The phone starts crapping out on me. The Wi-Fi's not that great in their house.
Mm-hmm.
Because we did it over a friend's house. And I looked down and at my phone, and it was like a notification. The end of the notification that somebody tipped some bits.
Tipping bits.
And I was like, oh, guys, we got bits. Hang on, let me go.
We got some biddies.
I pulled up my Streamlabs dashboard,
Mhm.
and I was like, guys, we just got 10,000 bits.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
Yeah,
We're rich?
10,000 bits.
We're rich now?
No, we're not rich. No. I mean, it equals $100.
$70,000.
It's $100.
$100.
But it was a $100 tip that somebody just went,
Yep.
and I was like, what just happened? And the guy's like,
$100.
I just happened, and I'm like,
Oh, kudos. Is he here?
he's not here. He didn't even follow the channel. He just came in, dropped the bits, and bounced. He's like, all right, I gotta go now. I rolled a nat 4.
Who does that?
And I was like, what? Apparently he knows one of the guys we were playing with.
Mm-hmm.
And he bidded him out of like a game he was playing with his friends. He goes, hey, I'm gonna give you $150 worth of bits if you kick him out. And they
That's
were
a
like,
thing?
okay, bye, Dan. Yeah. Just,
Can I get bidded out of this?
no, you can't. I
talk
can't
show?
do this on my own. I did it for like 10 minutes.
What
and it
if
just did not
somebody
work.
pops on in and they're just like, bam, get him out of here?
I'd be like, that's racist.
That is racist, but they give you 20,000
Or
bits. Would they?
That's racist.
Does it? Can they?
No, it doesn't have audio.
So can I do the
You
audio
can.
for that?
You want to do it? You want to do it?
That's racist. That's racist. That's. They can see me now. They don't think it's a child talking.
No, they don't. They didn't think it was a child anyway.
I'm pretty sure they did.
Pretty
Uncanny sounding.
sure.
It's just, I can do all of this because it's not being aired, right? But I'm just trying to get a little of the.
Oh, you weren't taking a picture? I just
I-
supposed like you were taking
I'm
a picture.
taking a video.
You're
You've
taking a video. I'm
been
just an
fooled.
idiot. I'm just an
The
idiot.
oldest trick in the book
No.
is the
Guys,
oldest.
we are
trick in
live.
the book.
Don't show them all the magic.
I didn't. Okay. Sorry.
They're not supposed to see all of that. But what's going on, everybody? This is Rich from Bards in the basement. I did that about 28
You
minutes ago.
did that
I
already.
did that already.
What are you? Don't stop that.
I've been live for 31 minutes now.
So what else
What else?
of noteworthy proportions has gone on over the past 3 weeks?
In my personal life, or just
Sure, why not?
hey, it's Rich from Bards in the basement. I know, right? That's,
He said that already.
That's
Stop
me.
that. Don't help him.
that's me. Okay. Hey, there's people in chat in the chat.
Yes.
I met those people.
You met what people?
Right here.
They're in the chat right now.
Right now. Well, not chatting, but they're here.
Que es la
listening.
tiempo?
Right.
Que es la tiempo?
Que estás-
What is the time?
What is the time?
Eastern Standard.
7:29.
Ooh, somebody shouldn't be watching this right now because somebody is at work, supposedly.
Maybe that's why they're not answering. But I did meet
yeah.
that person. Lovely,
Yes.
lovely to meet
Yes.
you.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. You also. we gotta go back and talk about this.
What?
I'll get into that part. I'll get into that
What
part.
happened?
But continue. No.
Okay.
Continue.
So, Amanda, what else did we do the last 3 weeks? And why aren't you over here?
Got full of laundry.
Okay, good plan. What else did we do the last 3 weeks? We streamed a lot.
We streamed a lot.
We streamed 9 days in a row.
Yep, almost 10.
There's a lot of videos down in the thing if you guys want to watch me. be
Down
stupid.
below.
Yeah, or up. Actually, it's up. It's up there. It's
Up there, above.
there,
Up above.
somewhere up there.
We worked, we went to the gym, we went to an open house.
We did go to an open house,
Ooh.
like an hour away at my stepdaughter's school. That was crazy, but it was fun. You know, the ex and his new wife, Amanda's ex and his new wife were there, and we haven't really gotten along in the last 7-8 years, but it was friendly. It was friendly. We were a lot of jokes. Apparently, we're very similar comedic timing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that right? That's right.
Twitch.tv/bardsbasement. Yep, that's right.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
So, that was fun. We did that. Not much else is going on. Really. Amanda got Bayonetta 2. She played it one night on stream. I'm pretty sure she's going to play it again tomorrow night or the next night. So, if you like Bayonetta 2 or Bayonetta, just come check that out. That'll be fun. Hey Amanda, when you come in here, can you bring that folder that's over on the hutch? Can you bring that folder that's on the hutch?
On the hutch. Thank you so
I made
much.
some new stuff at work.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think you'll be really excited for it.
Interesting. I think I will too.
Should be like a folder, a white folder. Either on the hutch or on the table. It has the logo from that place I work at.
All I see is Alexa's folder for ordering stuff.
You don't see it. Is it on the... I'll be right back.
What? Okay.
I'll be right back.
I'm gonna do some talking.
Huh?
While I find stuff. I'm
I said
gonna do
no.
some talking.
So Alexa, right? She finished her food.
Uh-huh.
I just washed out the garbage can. I was letting it dry, right? It was airing out in the
She
kitchen.
threw her food
She threw
in
her
the-
food in the garbage can that I just washed.
Well, I
So
mean,
now I have to wash it again and let it dry more.
you should let it dry upside down.
Or you can just dry it out with a towel.
You should dry it upside down.
Not in the kitchen.
On the kitchen? We have
Oh,
wood
yeah.
floors.
Well, that's not gonna be good.
Not in
then.
there. It's sticky.
Is it sticky tile?
See.
Alright.
See.
I made a thing at work. Do you want to
Oh,
see
yeah?
it?
Let's see it. Oh snap! What? Oh boy! What you got there?
A new official Bards in the Basement t-shirt. Come on, come back to me. Come back to me.
There it is.
Yep. But they can't see the B because it's green.
Not a T-shirt. Why do you keep saying that? It's not a T-shirt.
New stickers! Just imagine those see-through B's are green.
Can you see yourself through those? That would be pretty dope. You
No.
can.
I can't see myself
No, you
through
just
because
see
it's the
them.
background.
Oh, you're right.
Don't be silly. Stop
Why do you
autofocusing.
keep doing
I gotta turn the autofocus off.
that. We're in a video from the 90s right now.
I gotta turn the autofocus off. I don't know how to turn the autofocus off, but we're gonna try it.
So,
Yeah,
that is exciting.
very exciting.
It's fun that I yawned when I said that's exciting. Trust me, that's just a...
Involuntary reflex.
Uh,
Enjoy the show! That was voluntary spasm. Enjoy the show.
Okay.
Look at the show.
Been very busy.
Yeah?
Very busy.
I wonder why.
Working a lot of overtime at work. Very busy
You
with
didn't see
work.
anything.
Been very busy with work.
You didn't see anything.
Been very busy with work.
Work.
Don't do it. I'm surprised you didn't do it. Are you holding it in right now? Is that what's going on? Anyway.
Oh, chicka wow wow.
No, that's not at all what I'm talking about. I'm talking about work. I've been working a lot of overtime.
What? Huh? What? 7? Yep. Let's do this. What?
It's very rare occurrence, so I had to kind of jump on that.
That's what she said. No time. What she did. No time.
Working a lot of overtime at work. That's what I'm talking about.
Overtime work. Lots of overtime.
What the Hey! Stop that! You stop making that noise in there! Hey! Hey! Anyway, so,
What you gonna do?
let's see.
You better be nice. Alright, Spence.
It's like he's tap dancing. So ridiculous. That sound is, it's gotta be
Well,
awesome.
speaking of tap dance, my kids started tap dancing. One of them. Yeah, the younger one started tap dancing. So she's not that good yet. No, right now it's
Just learn the basics, making the sounds,
yeah.
and
But
getting the sounds down.
the other daughter started ballet.
What?
Yeah, it's
What?
craziness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just growing up on you.
Just starting ballet, and then she's starting in a class of kids that have already been doing it for a couple of years.
What is that? You can't do that.
Well, it's because of her age, and the fact that we can only get her in on the weekends because that's the only time we have her. So she's a little bit behind everybody else, and she gets like really upset. But you know we're working with her, so we're working with her.
Plie. If you make that sound when you plie, you shouldn't be plieing, by the way. Just a quick reminder.
I wasn't gonna say anything, but
Mhm.
anywho. So how other than overtime, how have your last couple weeks been?
Can you stop laughing and smirking whenever you say overtime? Please and thank you. I've just been doing a lot of work.
Other than your overtime.
Except for the weekends when I spend. Spending time with the girlfriend on the weekends. So,
Would you say that you're working for the weekend?
So, yeah. I just lost my whole train of thought just now. This past weekend is what I want to talk about as far as my whole 3 weeks being off here. This past weekend was interesting because my girlfriend came to the States. She doesn't live in the States. She lives out of country.
Yeah.
So she came over here to my
And
side.
Trump's wall had almost nothing to do with it.
Okay, that's really, I don't know why you. So, she came over here. We just kind of toured around a little bit. Saw some sights.
Old spots. Did you take her to the spot though? The spot.
What spot? Anyway, so we toured around the town. I can't stand you. Went through my old neighborhood.
He loves me.
Took a walk through my old neighborhood. Walked around with the dog. Got out that. It's very fun. Came here and visited you guys. For a
You
brief
did.
moment.
You came here. Yeah,
It
we
turned
hung out.
into
Met-
dog apocalypse. But
Met the girl. Met the dog.
yes,
I'm
yes,
pretty sure I met him before, but it's been a while.
Yes.
Re-met the dog. He came in. My dog was outside, and then he was like going crazy
Your
at the
dog
door.
was literally behind the glass, not making any sound and not moving at all.
No, he
Your
was
dog
making a lot. He kept jumping up. He kept coming up like. I thought he was gonna break down the door. What's the spot?
just flip spot around, just reverse spot, and that's
It's like the opposite way of spot.
no, don't say that. Just inverse the letters of spot. That's right. Inverse. Would inverse be turning that into?
It's tops.
Yes, that's the spot.
It's spot backwards. We called it the spot back in the day for some ridiculous reason.
You called it. You called it the spot. We tried to punch you in the body.
You punched me enough for the Kentucky
every time.
accent.
That was horrible.
Still get whenever someone says y'all, I kind of like.
It was terrible. It was terrible.
Guys, I'm doing terrible.
That was terrible. That is absolutely terrible. Charles
terrible.
Barkley. That is terrible. Can't just be saying y'all all the time, y'all.
Yo.
Terrible. Anyway,
Like, hey, y'all want to go down and shoot some hoops? Why?
you probably shouldn't admit to us assaulting you like that on the air. Anywho,
It happened a long time ago.
Okay.
And it was never with weapons. I read the terms of service right before we started streaming.
Yes. Oh. Oh shit. So
Fine, we're good. Everything's good. Everything's awesome.
we visited here briefly. The dogs were a little rambunctious,
Mm-hmm.
so we departed. We left and went to. Should I just say the city that we went to? Isn't that like?
If you want.
It's like gonna. I'm asking you. This is real right here. This is live. Is it fine or is it
It's
not?
probably fine. I'm pretty sure with any YouTube search you can come up with me because like I post on my Facebook about this.
Okay, so we went to the city of Buffalo. You're right.
Why?
Okay. Why?
Huh? Hi.
There was so much to do, so much to see. We were seeing some sights out there. We went to a nice, lovely restaurant. Am I allowed to say the name of the restaurant?
I don't see why not.
I get like any sort of trouble. Can I
No.
say the name?
You can say names of places. Shit, we've said Gatorade. We've said
I don't want to make this a thing. But we went to the wonderful restaurant Betty's. Proud sponsor here at Bard's Basement. Betty's. You want some food? They cook it. Gotta really work on their slogan. They gotta really work on their slogan.
it's not the best.
Some of the best Loganberry I've ever had, though.
Loganberry.
Yeah. My
Like
girlfriend.
was Grandma in the back like stomping that shit down?
I got it!
I don't know how they do
I
that, but-
got it! Yeah, she was in the back. You could hear her. She was just stirring the Logan
Stirring the
berries.
pot.
The berries of Logan. She was just stirring those. They all look
You know
like
what?
Wolverine.
You should not
Did you get
steal
that?
Logan's berries.
Did you get that?
I did get it. I'm surprised you got that.
She was stirring them in the back of the kitchen. It was like, I'm just making some more Loganberry! And she was just mixing it slowly. It was beautiful. It was delicious. It was good food. It was so good. But it was in large portions, too. It was great. It was great stuff. So it was a nice spot. Really nice place. Really nicely kept. It was funny because while we were in there was some guy trying to leave, and then the lady's like, "No, don't go through that door. The exit's over there." And there's like a black like wall thing, and it just like they walk over. It's like, "Yeah, no, that door over there is the exit. Just open it up, slide open, and then your exit's right there." And so they go walk behind us, and they walk to the door. And they slide it open, and I was like, surprise! It was a surprise party, like right there. Yep, we were. It's like, man.
That was cool.
It really sucked that we walked through those doors, because we were literally like right over there. We could have ended up accidentally walking through those doors. And
It's like, is this the way out? Is this
no.
Not for you. You have a different exit.
I wonder if they would have been like, can I go through here? No! Get away from that! Fire! No, it was just really cute though. It was like,
Just pondering the racial implications of that. You have a different exit. You go that way.
I would have left. I would have reported them. It was a bad rating.
Starbucks, that bitch.
We then went to a Sabres game.
Ooh, that's football, right?
So Sabres versus the Toronto Maple Leafs. Hockey.
Basketball. Gotcha.
Hockey.
Hockey.
The NHL. Hockey.
Woo! Preseason, right?
Preseason game, yes.
Preseason.
Yes.
I heard that they're going to like their 6th preseason game this weekend. I'm like,
It's a lot
who
of
the fuck
preseason
has
games.
6 preseason.
It's a lot of games for.
I mean, they already
not-
do like 197 games a year. Do they really need 6 preseason?
It's a lot of games. It was very interesting. It was very entertaining. I enjoyed myself. She enjoyed herself.
Well, that's good.
She's a big Maple Leafs fan.
Ooh. From what I hear, y'all have a rivalry.
A little bit.
Little like we don't like you. Stay on your side of the border.
Okay, whoa, easy, but
I'm not saying I do. I'm saying that's what most of the people.
Calm down. Just calm down. Just calm down. Just calm down.
Listen
Anyway.
here, you tubalard.
Oh, whoa. Don't go through the whole
You
thing.
string bean piece of.
Okay, calm down. Relax. Don't
That's
do
so
it.
Good. That's so good.
But there's a lot of entertainment there. There's a lot of excitement. I didn't realize she was such a big Maple Leafs fan until they scored the first goal, and I look over and she's like, "Yeah!" I was like, "Whoa!" Because up to that point, she's just playing it all coy, like, "Oh, this is interesting. This is so nice. Oh, there's
Yeah!
yeah, no.
Power play, get up!
It was a power play.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
a power play. Nice, very nice. And then there was a fight. Gotta
Like,
love hockey fights.
In the ice
Yeah.
or like in the
No,
stands.
on the ice.
You
This was-
never know.
like basically everything that could possibly happen at a hockey game happened except for a shootout.
I was
So-
gonna say a streaker.
No, I don't think you do that in hockey because you gotta get on the ice.
That'd be the best time to do
How
it.
are you gonna get on the ice without skates? You're gonna be falling a lot.
Yes.
You're slipping and falling.
That's why it's
Well,
funny.
they're gonna get you real
Like
quick.
naked person slides across the rink.
You might get stuck to the ice too,
That'd be
depending on
even funnier.
if you're sweating,
Even funnier.
like a tongue to a
Mhm.
cold pole.
Could you just imagine everything being stuck to that?
That would be disgusting.
All they have to do is pour a little bit of warm water on you. You're good.
But the hockey fight,
Mhm.
those are so. I mean, nowadays, what happens with the hockey fights are between plays before they drop the puck. You know, those guys just kind of like, "You want to fight? You want to fight? Let's fight when they drop the puck." So literally, they were just getting ready to restart action. The guy drops the puck, and then you just see. They blow a whistle and you see gloves hit the ground, and they're just like, "Yeah, come on, let's go!" And they just start swinging at each other.
That's what I never got about hockey. It's like they wait, and then like the entire team just goes at once.
No. This was completely different. Everybody backed off, even the refs.
Mhm.
And the two guys just kind of skated towards center ice, like dropping their gloves, taking their helmets off and stuff. Like right as they dropped the puck, like, beep! And then they just were like, "Nope, we're not gonna do nothing. We're gonna watch this fight." And so then that happened, and the Toronto Maple Leafs guy got his ass whooped. By the way, I don't mean to make that so personal. It probably sounded personal. By the way, they lost the game. The Sabres did, so I guess the Maple Leafs won the war. But
You think?
we whooped some real ass, just so you know. But
Just so you know, she's back in.
hey! So as I was saying, great game,
Right.
and that was a delay, right? Of like how many seconds?
30,
Definitely, she
30,
definitely caught all that. She
30
jumped
to a minute, depending on how her
to a
connection is.
minute.
Yeah.
Oh man, if she jumped back in,
Mhm.
all right. I
Just hear you
apologize.
talking shit about her team.
I apologize.
So you like other sports teams
Hold
that
on. I'm not done yet because the best happened a little later. So,
I don't think we can talk about that on air.
I'm talking about the game. So,
Oh.
anyway, so, it's getting towards the end of the second period, and there's just like, they're coming back around, and somebody gets towards the puck, going out to the puck, and their stick comes out, and then the puck flies into the crowd.
Nikki, give me a hand with this puzzle.
That never. Did you catch the puck?
No, we were sitting at center ice, so we were actually right there. Like, we were eye level and stuff. And the puck actually hit somebody down below us, some older woman, and I was in fear.
Hit her?
Yeah.
Like
Medics
her out?
came down.
Shit.
I think they have to by law, even if you're okay, but she got hit by that puck. I was worried. I said that could have been us. But I have like cat-like reflexes, so I would have been able to just no, no,
I'm surprised you didn't
no,
use your.
no, no. Oh, watch out! Careful! What you doing? You not gonna get hit. That's what I was telling.
I'm
Just telling my
surprised you
girlfriend
didn't
that.
use your gazelle-like reflexes to jump way up in the air and
Well, that would have just been pointless because I would have not. I just avoided the puck, and then she would have gotten clobbered. Oh, watch out! You didn't even know that was coming. Anyway, yeah. So that was the hockey experience. It's very fun, very good. More to come. More sporting events to come. You were saying though, I like other.
You like other sports and other teams that aren't necessarily from the greater Buffalo area.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Of course I do.
Like a certain football team.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the hell, man?
Yeah. What? What?
I'm
Do you believe in magic?
Didn't you guys lose that last one?
But they came back and almost won it anyway, so they're not.
And what's up with dude? Okay, sorry. So one of Raheem's favorite teams.
Other than the team that I'm wearing on my chest.
You're just all over the country, aren't you?
Yeah.
What is your favorite football team?
Take a guess. Everybody take a guess.
All one
if
person
you
in
win
here?
it, if that one person would know. So, okay, now everybody don't take a guess because that's not gonna be good if everybody take a guess. It's only one person right now. They're gonna take the right guess. That team. Yep. That team is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Yes. The Buccaneers of Tampa Bay. Tampa is the city they hail from. Look, see? Look at that.
There we go. There it is. Let's just.
The audience
Oh,
pulled
blow this
correctly just now, by the way.
The picture wouldn't blow up. Okay. But y'all see what dude is wearing? What is this?
So me to tell you what happened?
Yeah, go ahead. Tell us what happened.
So this is after the second game where they beat the defending Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles by it was like a blowout or something like that. Maybe we got a little close. Anyway, it was also his second game, the first time where a quarterback started the season 2 straight games of 400 yards. He actually did that again Monday, so he's the first quarterback to throw for 3 consecutive 400-yard games. He's the backup, technically.
And he didn't do shit for the Jets or the Bills.
No, he did not.
I don't know where he went
somewhat.
after the Jets.
He played okay a few games for the.
Where did he play for the
Ironically, I
Jets?
think it was the Bills game that he clobbered the Bills.
Yeah, I think it was too.
It was that Thursday night game where it was on national television. I was like, ooh.
And
he
Fitzpatrick was just like, he's like, eh.
He has the capability of really slinging it out there. And the thing about that team is they have some of the best wide receivers probably in the whole league. So all they need is just the opportunity to go get the ball in front of somebody, and they're gonna do a lot of stuff with it. Anyway, he wore to a press conference the clothes of one of the wide receivers, Deshaun Jackson. Literally, that's his little tracksuit, that's his little chain, his shades. Deshaun Jackson's very Hollywood. He actually grew up in California. I think he's like a producer now, but he also plays, he plays football still, but he does productions for television shows and stuff too. He mingles with it. So he's all Hollywood and flashy, and he decided, this is a Harvard graduate, by the way.
Yes.
Decided to have fun and wear that. His first question was, how have you guys been playing so well? And he's like, well, we just take the game so seriously. And that's really the key to success, is to take yourself serious. Don't make a joke of things. Obviously, sarcasm is
That's great.
Did you know he's a Rubik's Cuber? Yeah. You can solve Rubik's Cube in 10 seconds. Just blip, 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 blip.
It's a long way from freaking. It's just so ridiculous. This is just such
Journeyman. He's a journeyman. That is the definition of a journeyman quarterback. He's been on so many teams.
There we go. This is good. That's a good full body angle.
I didn't even remember he was on the Titans until I saw that picture.
Huh?
That's 5? He's on Texans too. The Houston Texans. How many
He's
teams?
been everywhere. Yeah, I gotta look this up now.
You think about it. He's smart. making money every time he goes someplace.
Oh yeah.
Signing contracts.
He got a huge.
He's been
Didn't he get a
playing-
huge deal for the Jets and then
Yeah.
did nothing?
Yeah. Well, he also got a huge deal from the Bills. I think it was the Bills.
All right, let's see here.
The
St.
Bengals-
Louis,
He
Bengals,
did start with the Bengals. I
Bills,
forgot about that.
Titans, Texans, Jets, Buccaneers.
How many teams is that? Where were we at?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
The Rams? Was he drafted by the Rams and then traded to the Jets or something?
I'm not sure. Drafted by the Rams.
Uh,
Plays first game. He was traded. He was there 2 years.
wow.
He's traded in 2007.
Yeah. So like, he's had been a lot of places. He was with two. Technically, he was with two teams before he was even with the Bills. So like, he's been all over the place, and you know, kudos to him for still being able to do it.
Yeah.
You know.
Shit.
Yeah. No. Go Bucks.
Woo.
Go Bucks.
Let's flip this around. My favorite team.
Oh boy. Here we go.
Been nothing but a crap fest the last 2 games.
Oh boy.
Just complete blowouts. Not in our favor.
It's not been too good, has it?
We're now 1-2. First 3 games of the season.
So it's
I'm not
pretty
saying we're bad, you know, because we've gone 2-2. Yeah, 2-2 the first 4 games, and we've come back and gotten to the Super Bowl. So that's not a big deal, but it's not looking great.
It's looking a little rough right now.
It's looking a little rough right now.
A little-
Like none of our
rough around the
receivers
edges.
can catch a damn ball.
Well, I mean, Edelman's coming back.
It's true.
So
Oh, Patriots fan. Patriots. Well, I mean, he was out all last season. He had to bulk back up.
I guess. Illegally.
Oh, like none of the Buccaneers have ever.
I've never heard of any Buccaneers
No, never.
being caught for steroids.
Never?
I've literally never heard of. Go ahead, look it up. I really don't think that you're gonna find anything. Yeah, no, look at that.
That's 'cause I
Nothing.
spelled it wrong.
Absolutely nothing.
Buccaneer player arrested for steroid possession picture.
What?
What?
Huh? What?
This is a couple years ago, but Quan Alexander faces 4-game PED suspension.
But that's not steroids. It's just a performance enhancer. That could be anything. That could be caffeine. That could be like you'd be taking a Monster. That's a performance enhancer. You could be on Viagra's. That's a performance enhancer.
Is Red Bull a performance enhancer? I
Of
mean, it
course.
gives you wings.
It does. That's literally you can't get much more of a performance enhancement than that. Flying around and shit. You're not a Pegasus. You a human. Sorry,
So-
that got way off.
Way off topic. So
We just started talking about Pegasus
we
just
did.
now.
My team's sucking. Your team's doing all right.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
It all matters where it ends up, though.
We'll see what happens. This Sunday could be catastrophic.
Oh, stop that.
We're going up against Miami.
And the Miami's like
They're 3-0 right now.
Where'd they come from?
I don't know.
What have they been doing? Like they've been sucking
I don't know.
royally. They let go of their best player possibly on their offense, and they're actually better.
My little sister's boyfriend is a huge Miami fan. Every time he's over at my mom's house, like he's like Dolphins everything.
You ever want to kick them?
I really do. I'm like, your team sucks.
You could at least
I
deal
messed
with
with
the
him.
Bills fan.
I messed
right?
with him all summer.
You could at least deal with the Bills fan,
Yeah,
right?
I'm around you guys
Yeah.
all the time. Not you, but you know what I meant.
I get it.
Those guys all the time.
But Dolphins.
But then he comes into the house. I'm like,
What are you doing, weirdo?
and my sister is a self-proclaimed Packers fan.
That come from?
I have no idea. So it's really weird. I'm like, do you guys like?
Does she just like the colors or something? Does she watch football? Yeah.
She doesn't really watch. She watches like 1 game a year. But 1 year she begged for a Packers blanket and a big body pillow and everything. So
Weird.
yeah, really weird. I don't know if she still owns that stuff. But I'm not tired. I don't even know how my backup team is doing. Let's see here.
They're doing all right. They're doing all
I haven't even looked at their I watched some of the game when they were playing the Bills, but
They at least
the last
got one
5
win.
minutes.
Trust me.
it's true. Let's see here. When
They were probably so
Lost.
angry that they didn't play Peterman.
hey, both my teams have the same.
They were probably so angry they didn't play Peterman that week they played the Bills. They're like, you mean we're playing the guy that threw us 6 interceptions damn near? We want him. We want that guy to throw the ball.
Yeah, both my teams have the same record.
It's early.
1 and 2.
It's very early. Things change
Let's see who's undefeated so far. Dolphins, Chiefs.
And that's it, folks. That's the...
Rams.
And that's it, folks.
And that's it. There are 3 undefeated teams right now. That's crazy for week 3.
It's still early, though. I tell people all the time, they're like, well, it's over, season's done. No, it's not. Literally, if you win 1 game and you're 1 and 2, you're now at 500. You're now even. You literally can go either way with your season.
This monitor sucks.
Even if you're 0 and 3, if you're an 0 and 3 team, you win 1 game.
Which, Raiders? Weren't y'all good last year? The year before that? Doing good things, and now this year, 0 and
It's the
3?
coach. It's that John Gruden.
I mean,
should have
even-
stayed retired.
Even the doo-doo Browns
Doo-doo Brown.
have won 1 and tied 1.
Yeah, that kind of sucks.
That's so weird. That was like, what? 20-something games, no win?
Yeah.
Damn
Their
near
first-
30 games?
The first game of the season, they're like, we're gonna win it. We got this. We're coming back on the and then they tied it. And it was like, oh my god.
Texans 0 and 3.
Yeah, having a rough go.
Cardinals 0 and 3.
Yeah, it's a rough team too.
Yeah, fuck you, Lions. I mean, Lions are 1 and 2.
David Johnson on my fantasy team.
So there's not really that many. There's what? 3 teams that haven't won anything and 3 teams that are undefeated.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
We're getting
pretty good.
into football.
We're getting
right
into
now.
football. It's football season.
This is it, right? Technically,
Yeah.
it started when we weren't even on air
Yep,
anymore.
exactly.
So,
So we have a lot of stuff to catch up on.
season opener. I mean, this is the season. It's not season finale. It's the season 1.
This is the season premiere
Ah, that's the word they use. Season premiere.
of Gravy Talk Season 2.
Season 2.
2.
So much seasoning.
Yeah, so much season. God damn it.
I mean that.
That's a good one.
Okay, so next Gravy Talk
So
will be
much
this season.
Yeah,
Next Gravy Talk should probably be
too much season.
Would this be the season finale then?
This is the season premiere.
This is the
This is
catch
an
up.
episode.
This would be a
What?
catch up because I
Well,
want.
I don't want ketchup in my gravy.
No, I want the next
No.
episode. I want to be the season premiere then, so we can do Gravy Talk episode 22. More seasoning.
Why don't we make that the season finale then?
Okay, we'll do that.
I'll have to make it. Anyways, if anyone's still in here, thanks. Thanks for hanging out with us while we ramble.
Richard,
Amanda, where are you?
what's your favorite fall thing to do?
My favorite fall thing to do. She's
Yes.
upstairs. Salt and pepper. Canadian girl says salt and pepper.
Seasoning.
She's upstairs. My favorite fall thing to do
Yes, favorite fall thing.
is to go outside
Going
in
outside.
hoodies.
In
I like
hoodies.
hoodie weather, and I don't know. I like being outside in this kind of weather. It's like the perfect weather.
Well,
Send the kid up. Okie dokie.
I'll tell you some fall things I like to do.
Up the stairs, in the front yard,
Wait till you hear. We were doing great.
falling.
Teeing off on the final
I was.
So, some of the favorite fall things I like to do. I like to play in leaves. I know I'm an adult now, but I like to still kick leaves. And sometimes I like to pretend there's children inside the leaves, so I like run and kick it really hard to make sure.
That's one
there
thing that
is a
honestly
child
scares
in it.
me. When, like, because you know, are you a child? And Amanda says pumpkin carving and pumpkin spice everything.
Are you? No, I'm not gonna say it.
Typical white girl. Yeah.
Yeah, he said it.
Yeah.
That I didn't say.
Canadian girl says movies. Movies are her favorite fall thing to do.
Movies are good. Movies are good.
No,
It's
but
good to get
the
to
leaves
those.
thing, I get legitimately freaked out because you know where we live. You basic bitch, yeah, you did it. You know how they rake all the leaves into the road and street sweepers come by and get them. I have to drive through those piles sometimes on the narrower roads, and I get freaked out.
So do you just
Then I'm gonna hit a child that's like playing in the fucking leaves.
You would see that though.
Not if you're buried. Some of these piles are huge.
I would just.
So
go
I try to
through.
go around as far as I possibly
He's
can.
on the sidewalk. He's hitting people, avoiding the pile of leaves. I don't want to run over no kids. You ran over my grandma. Stop. Get off you're on lawns.
Grandma got run over by a Kia.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Coming home from my house. Halloween. We're doing this on the.
We're doing this on air. It's live.
Raw Charles could do a better.
We're
version.
improvising. We used to improvise all the time.
Raw Charles could do a better version of that. That's
true.
Anywho, Safats. What is that? What are you doing?
My Raw Charles impersonation.
No, I like leaves.
Mhm.
I like changing of the
Do you
colors.
like eating leaves?
Not anymore. I like.
Pumpkin pie.
Oh yeah, pumpkin pie is good. Pumpkin pie is great. A lot of
I'm
foods.
usually good for like one pumpkin pie slice a year.
A lot of foods, cake. Cake.
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. There's a Canadian Thanksgiving coming up
Yes.
next week. The
It's
8th.
also called Columbus Day for the people here in America.
That is Columbus Day.
Pretty sure. It's next Monday, right?
Is that why?
Probably.
Hey,
No, I'm not trying to throw shade at Canadians, but it seems like every time there's an American holiday,
stop that.
Canada comes up and goes, "We need one too. We need one too."
No. Did
Every
you,
single time.
So, Canadian Girl 94. Do you observe Christopher Columbus Day? Is this the first time you ever heard of Christopher Columbus Day? Columbus Day?
Or Indigenous Peoples Day, if you go that route.
Is that
A lot of
is that
people
what
are
they call that?
trying to get rid of Columbus Day and go
Of
Indigenous
course.
People Day.
So, is that why it is? I'm so confused. Do they just happen to fall on the same day, or are they connected? Are they intertwined because of Christopher Columbus coming over and all that stuff? Are they intertwined? If they're intertwined, say intertwined. If they're completely separate entities, say separate.
If you don't know, say I don't fucking know.
We could have just looked this up.
We
This whole
could.
entire
I have a
time.
computer right here.
We literally
It's like-
have every answer possible.
I touched it.
Jesus Christ, you shook the leaves. A few fell. There's a kid in there! Get out of there!
I'm gonna hate you.
Move! Oh, God.
Hug 'em.
Oh. Toy Store!
More fun to talk to the chat. It's more fun for you to talk to the chat.
So, like,
Oh, instead of looking it up, it's more fun. I got you. Then just shut up, me.
but she's
She's googling it.
I think she is probably as good as, like, well, I'll let
Fuck,
you
I don't know.
right
Shit.
now.
Shit, that's a damn good question.
Right?
And again, I'm not throwing shade at Canada here. I'm just saying, like, it seems like I never heard about this stuff till like when I moved here, and then it was just all of a sudden it was like,
Well, what
oh, it's
other-
Columbus Day. Like, oh no, it's Canadian.
Well, what other
Thanksgiving.
holidays do we share? Because I don't think we share any other holidays.
They have one really close to the 4th of July. It's called like Victoria Day or something, I want to say.
Oh, yeah, like the 1st, right? It's the 1st of July.
But it's not their Independence Day because they also have one of those.
They have two? Oh, they party. Oh.
So there's like, there's all these days.
They
that,
got
like,
2 Independence Days. We only have one movie. What is that?
There's
Oh.
you know, they have Thanksgiving. They have their Thanksgiving, but then they also celebrate American Thanksgiving. It's called
Dude.
American Thanksgiving there. Yeah. And then, you know, they do Black Friday. They also do an interesting thing, which was a day, and it's turned into a week now, I hear. The day after Christmas was known as Boxing Day,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
That's not a U.S. That's a Canadian
Just
thing.
fight. Is that
No.
we do
What
about
it is it's a day set aside that everybody has off to like clean up their house, take stuff back to the stores.
I don't
It's just
see
like,
anything wrong with any of these holidays.
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I'm just saying every time there's like a holiday, they get like a holiday plus more down the week. Because if what was Boxing Day, I hear ads on the radio all the time like, this Boxing Week, we stole Black Friday.
Yes.
This Boxing Week, you know, check out these amazing sales. And it's like, Boxing Week? It's like that white girl who's like, it's my birthday month. Like, no, bitch, your birthday's on a day.
Are you calling Canada a bitch? Right
No,
now?
well, a little bit. You know, just because of the week. Like, they took it from Boxing Day
feel like
to
you
Boxing
jelly.
Week.
I feel like you jelly.
I want that many fucking days off.
Yeah, I know, right?
I get like 9 holiday days off a year.
Well, go move.
And one of them is a floating holiday. Like, I gotta decide if I want to use this on Columbus Day or not.
I have my holidays now. I have all the observed holidays, and I have my vacation time.
Ooh, how much vacation time do you have?
Because my work anniversary happened.
You've been there for a year.
No, like 3. What are you talking about?
You just got vacation after 3 years?
I've had vacation time, but I have vacation time plus.
That's true. There is no Canadian mobs. You're all just like, oh, sorry, eh? Oh, excuse me, eh? Oh, sorry, eh? Oh, eh? Oh, sorry, oh, eh?
It's about to go down. No, he didn't. Oh, no,
She
he
said it.
didn't.
Except Canadians don't get trampled. They say, excuse me and thank you.
This is a slippery slope where we're heading
No, it's
down.
not. This is
Yeah.
good, clean jabbing. There is nothing...
Boxing Day for real right now.
There's nothing malicious or ill intent being said here. I said I was jealous of the days.
So, really
And
quickly,
she brought up a valid point. Americans are savage.
really quickly. So
Savage.
Saturday, when we were here, we had left. We're walking down. We're
Shut
walking
up.
away, and we're walking down the road, and I hear, "Okay!" I'm like, what the hell was that? I thought it was a car or something. And I turn around, and here's Ricky running out of his house. We're down the road. We're a good several homes away, right? Like we're
About 4.
almost to the corner. Like we're
Almost to the
down-
corner. 4 houses down. Okay.
Well, it wouldn't be a lot for somebody wearing shoes, but Ricky wasn't wearing shoes when he came out. Like, what is he doing?
I didn't have
mean,
time to find
There could have been glass.
shoes.
You could have made a terrible
serious good
mistake.
luck.
Could have ruined your day. Could have been a needle out there. You never know. You never
I
know.
would have sued that homeowner.
Yeah. That's the city. Sidewalk's the city.
But
Anywho.
you have to keep it clear of obstruction as a homeowner.
Well, I guess that makes sense. He came running down. Well, not really running.
Not really running.
More like hey, very fast-paced shuffling. And
Because I was in my socks.
yes, he was in his sakis, and we were going to watch some hockeys. Yeah, I'm gonna stop there. You ever eat Pockies? Anyway, he comes running down like, oh God, what's going on? What happened? I'm thinking something terrible's going on because you're running at us and
Not hobbling. That's terrible.
you have no shoes on. I'm like, what the hell's going on? And you hand her, my girlfriend, a sticker.
Mm-hmm.
A Bars in the Basement sticker.
Yes.
Yeah.
Official Bars in the Basement sticker.
International branding, folks.
Yes.
International
Does she still
branding.
have the sticker?
Of course she does. Of course she does, yes.
Does she still have the sticker?
Yes, she still has this. Watch. Obviously, it's going to take a minute for her to go through. She's
Obviously.
going to say yes.
This is a comparison of all the holidays, too, if you guys are interested.
Let's see.
Let's see. New Year's Day. New Year's Day.
I mean, obviously. Really? You're going to say they stole that one?
No, I'm saying I'm just ready. Good Friday. We also do Good Friday.
Excuse me,
I'm
you
not
don't
sure why this is here.
you don't celebrate MLK Day?
Let's roll.
Or President's Day.
Why would they?
They had Prime Minister's Day,
But it wouldn't be President's
but
Day.
it'd be Prime Minister. It'd be the same.
That would be a little bit much, don't you think?
But then we have Easter. They have Easter. They have Victoria Day right around our Memorial Day. They have Canada Day right around our Independence Day. Then they have this BC Day, whatever that is.
Hey, baby girl,
Labor Day and Labor
what's
Day.
BC Day?
Then they have this. They have this Thanksgiving Day,
Wait, no.
the same day as our Columbus Day.
Yes.
Came back to Canada. Yes. Then they have a Remembrance Day.
Yes.
Then every
That's
Canadian I've
Veterans
seen
Day.
has actually.
That's veterans.
Is it?
Yeah, that's weird that's
That
not
it doesn't
even
have.
on.
Yeah, it's not the.
Why don't
This is
we
also
have-
2011, so they might not have just. Whatever.
That's been a holiday for years.
I know, but like I'm saying, like this is they're probably like British Columbia Day. Is it British Columbia Day?
Yeah, but
That
I
would
don't
make
understand
sense.
why British Columbia is celebrated for a whole day.
Anyways, so I'm just saying it's an older list, so
It's like our distinct
they might have. Fucking play audio. That's weird. And then Thanksgiving Day, which I know a lot of Canadians are either here or they're celebrating Thanksgiving Day, because just about everybody's off for that day in Black
When you
Friday.
think about it, we're so close to each other. Obviously, you hear about and see like Thanksgiving stuff all the time. They watch TV, don't they? The American
TV?
shows.
You guys
Yes,
watch
they have
TV?
American shows and Canadian shows, but obviously American shows are popular over there too, just like they are around the world. So I mean, they know about these holidays. These holidays aren't like. That's how much America pushes their agenda on everybody.
No, I don't push my agenda on anybody.
I said America. Are you America?
Yes.
You're American. You're not America.
This is America. Oh, hey, good segue. Once we get off the Canadian stuff, I have another topic to bring up.
What's your topic?
So remember that Machine Gun Kelly diss?
Okay, all right. Yeah, this did happen over the
It did happen.
3 weeks.
Eminem put out his response.
Oh god,
And
I'm worried about where you're gonna go.
According to the internet, Eminem killed him. Machine Gun Kelly dead. Rip. Send flowers to his family. He's dead.
I don't like where you're taking this. I
That
feel like
song
there's a
fucking
but.
sucked.
Oh my god.
It was so bad. It had
Oh.
Machine Gun Kelly's had a hook. It was a song. Like Eminem, and that's when I've realized Eminem doesn't do songs anymore. He just does really long verses. Sometimes there's something catchy in the middle. One time, and then it's done.
That's not true.
He doesn't do songs.
That's not true.
He just raps.
That's not true. That's
Yes, it's 100% true.
Go listen to Kamikaze. Go
And
listen,
every single one of his songs, no
Go
matter
listen to Nice Guy.
no matter what
got
you
a
want to
nice
say
little
about it.
catchy
Oh,
hook to
oh
it.
man.
Go listen to Good Guy, which is the song right after Nice Guy. Go listen to that terrible song. I'm gonna call it terrible for Venom. It's
Venom?
It does a hook. It's very terrible, but it does a hook.
What's his name?
I'm not afraid. That's literally so many. What are you talking about? What is
Whatever
she?
his name is. Machine Gun Kelly. Oh, that's his name. Machine Gun Kelly. MGK. So, all I'm saying is, Machine Gun Kelly had a song. Eminem had literally a diss verse. And like the whole time, the line from 8 Mile was running through my head. I'm just like, you're saying the same shit that he's saying. All he did was take the shit he said and then throw it back at him.
Well,
Like one of the weakest disses in there was Relapse. Oh, that was 3 albums ago, not 4. Learn your facts before you come at me, Jack. And I'm just like,
but he did. But he,
really? You're gonna be that pedantic about it?
But he.
It was 3 albums ago, technically, not 4.
But
What he was saying in his song was he was better on the 4th album, but that one was okay.
he. Oh my god.
So dumb. I hated that response.
Oh my god. It was amazing.
No, it
he
wasn't.
killed him.
No, he didn't.
He killed P. Diddy. He actually went after P. Diddy.
That's what I'm worried about after that
Yeah.
song.
He went after everybody who he'd gone after in the past. He told him that he was his son. He basically called him a Stan.
That was good. That part was good. I enjoyed that part.
He called him Stan.
Stan,
he called him
Stan,
Stan.
son. And it was like, so it was this half the song, and then it was. That's all there was no flow to the song. It was just random thought, random thought, random thought. Here's a generic beat to put underneath it because I
an
have no
attack.
thoughts.
It was an attack. It wasn't a song. It was a diss track.
The Mariah Carey diss was a million times better than that.
It was a song.
Yes.
It wasn't. It was. He wasn't trying to put out a song first and foremost. He didn't put on an album or anything like that. He didn't have like a big studio thing where he fucking.
He did have a big
made
studio
video.
thing.
And he also made fun of MGK for having Diddy promote him and make him like a video and all.
What is that
stuff.
in your bowl? Is it cereal or oatmeal? I can't tell.
And then he called. Oh my God! It was an assault. Is what it was.
It was
I
not
know.
an assault. It was
I know.
stupid.
Oh well, he just
It was so dumb.
called him out, and then he told him he had to give him a career to destroy it, which is basically what's happening. He's
But
literally.
he didn't.
Oh my
Machine Gun
God.
Kelly has been putting out music for over 8 years now.
And nobody's cared about it.
No, that's not true. He has a niche, sure. Only certain people like it. I mean, every white rapper is trying to crawl out of Eminem's shadow. He has a different crowd. He has a different following than Eminem does.
He's literally not like lying when he says that though. Like they all do. They all are compared to him, and he says
Yeah.
that in the diss track. He's like, "You're all gonna be compared to me anyway." Like
And that's what Machine Gun Kelly has been saying in his songs for a couple of years now. Stop comparing me to him. I'm trying to be my own fucking guy.
it's bad though, because there have been other white rappers long before Eminem came out, and he's a top 10, top 5er. It's just
He's good. He's good. But I agree with Machine Gun Kelly. Back in the day, he was better. Every single one of his songs now, on every single album that I can remember,
I think he's still better than Machine Gun Kelly.
yeah, he is better. I'm gonna agree. No. I'm saying he is better than Machine Gun Kelly. I'm saying his diss was not better than Machine Gun Kelly's diss. As a rapper, as an artist, yes, he is a million times better.
As a
But in this little battle, Machine Gun Kelly won. I don't care what anyone says.
I'm just gonna say as a hip hop fan,
Since when do you like hip hop?
I've always liked hip hop way more than
You've always liked Metallica.
I've liked Metallica, hip hop. I can like whatever the fuck I want to like, Ricky.
Purple Popcorn.
I can like all that, and I've been a big fan of hip hop, and I did.
I'm saying that it wasn't the big epic. He had a couple good lines. Yeah, cool. He had a couple good punches. The stand thing. Sorry, dude, you can't come back from that one. That was rough. That was bro. Yo, you're gonna dye your hair to look like me. He's got a point, dude. You should probably stop dyeing your hair blonde. You just look like you're imitating him. But the rest of it was just like, what you eating in your bowl? Is it cereal or oatmeal?
Well,
Can't tell.
He's just making fun of how weak MGK's rap was about him. Like the weird beard thing was fucking hilarious. When he just comes out in the beginning of the song, it's like, your beard's weird, man. Your beard's weird. Weird beard. Like it was so fucking. It's just Eminem. It's just Eminem being Eminem. He's been making fun of people for like literally 30 years, and it's not anything different. And I don't know.
It wasn't the oh, put a nail in his coffin, he's
He
done.
didn't really have to though. MGK is never going to be a threat to Eminem ever.
Apparently, he thought it was a threat because he came at him with that.
I mean,
So, all I'm saying is, I agree with you. It could have been done way better if he actually put any kind of thing. But back where I've been trying to say this whole time, every single one of Eminem's songs from every single album that I've heard since, was that Recovery, Relapse, whatever the good one was out of those two, I don't remember. Every single song is just about he's doing what he's got to do and he's got to get better, and that's what fucking infuriates me about rap. It's so self-involved. Nobody talks about anything real anymore. They're just like, I'm on top of my game, bitch. I can float. Like, that's so boring.
what?
Like, that's so dumb.
Interestingly enough, the last album before Kamikaze was his take on the world and Donald Trump mainly in most
You
of the
can't get too
songs.
political with it. Like, White America was as political as he's supposed to get. And speaking of that, Killshot 100% ripped off White America. He already did that. At the end, he says, I'm just playing Diddy. You know I love you. He said it in the same way, same tone, same exact everything as he did at the end of White America. He's like, I'm just playing America. You know I love you.
So,
Come on, something original, bro.
just can we please get off of, because there was something else that popped up, and I completely forgot about what it was because we got into this. Something else happened major. Oh man, and I completely forgot all about it when we got into this because I wasn't expecting you to.
Was it Bill Cosby? Inmate number
No,
NN78.
not Jello. He's dead. Not that guy.
He's only got 3 to 10 years. He's only 82. We can make it.
Oh yeah, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
What?
Alexa, it's time for bed.
Man,
Turn off TV.
I'm drawing blanks right now.
Like Eminem's gun at Machine Gun Kelly.
You better stop for you end up on a goddamn diss track for no damn reason. What- Did he say Ricky? Oh, play that back. Wait a minute.
Bards in the basement.
Yeah,
More
okay.
like farts in your face, man.
Yeah, don't help him. Don't start him up.
Uh,
Yeah, you should probably drop it. What were we? So refresh my mind. So you said over the weekend, MGK and Eminem. Just go back so I can take my mind back to that point in time.
so over those last 3 weeks, the MGK and Eminem diss track got dropped. And I gotta say, didn't kill him. That's all I remember. And then we started ranting. Diss track. Music.
Something else happened in music, or was it in?
Venom?
Oh.
Venom got a PG-13 rating.
I actually
They
want
dropped
to
it
talk
from Rated R.
about. I actually want to talk about the Childish Gambino song.
Oh, This Is America.
No, not that one.
Well, because that might have been what it was. Because
No.
earlier I was like, "This is America."
Well, have you ever heard the "Feels Like Summer" song?
I think I heard it. I
So-
wasn't a fan.
So,
Yeah, I wanted a rated R one. They changed it to PG-13. Bastards.
So, there was a song and a video released by Childish Gambino, and
AKA Donald Glover.
yes, the video just is like a cartoon basically, and it depicts all these different celebrities from the hip hop world and black culture, and there's just a bunch of them, and people are like trying to figure out like what the meanings of these people. Some of the people appear not even in like any setting. They're literally like on a black screen, like the cartoon images of these people, like, and people are like, what is this all about? What does this mean? Like Kid Cudi is like really black screen behind Kid Cudi is like all sad, and it's just like, and then there's like a Kanye part where he's in there with the Make America Great thing, and then they put Michelle Obama behind him hugging him and stuff, and he's like crying. People are trying to figure out all of what it all means, and people have made videos like doing commentary, but what the weirder part about it is the actual song itself has nothing to do with anything in the video. So it's almost like a double. Can I say mindfuck?
Sure.
Are you sure I can say mindfuck? How many times can I say mindfuck before we're
Well,
in
you've at
trouble?
least said it 3 times. So
Can I say it at least 3 more times?
sure, go ahead.
It's like a mindfuck. So the reason being is the actual song itself actually has to deal with global warming, and nobody realizes that until you actually like go through the lyrics of the song, and you're like, oh, and that's why it's called "It Feels Like Summer," and like it talks about, you know, the amount of people and the air changing, the heat, just all these different factors, birds and like bees and stuff, insects. That like it's just it goes through all the stuff, but you get so lost in the video, and if you've listened to it, go back and listen to it again, and maybe read the lyrics. It's got a very strong message to it about global warming and the dangers that we're putting ourselves in this world.
Just 1 second.
Go ahead.
I'll put you all over that bed. Shazam. Sorry. Go ahead. We're distracting.
Anywho, yeah. So, you want to talk about the
What?
picture?
Is that,
You want to
yep.
bring the picture up?
Oh, hey guys. So movie news, right? So we said this a little bit earlier, but Venom got a PG-13 rating. A lot of people said the studio was pushing for a rated R movie, but I think
Venom.
Sony is trying to save face and make it a PG-13 movie. So in case they're really hoping for a Marvel crossover because they're two separate things right now. So they're hoping for a Marvel crossover. So like, if it's rated R, we don't think Marvel's going to go for it. So I think that's why they pushed it down to a PG-13 rating. My theory. I don't know. I haven't read anything on it. In other movie news, J.K. Rowling is accused of racism.
Oh, that bitch.
So
I can say bitch.
yeah, you can. The woman who wrote Harry Potter
They know who that
has wrote the screenplay for the Fantastic Beasts series, and the new Crimes of Grindelwald.
Yes, that's right.
Grindelwald. The Crimes of Grindelwald trailer has an Asian woman
Yes.
who is called Nagini. Now, anybody who knows their Harry Potter lore knows that Nagini is Lord Voldemort's snake. So the theory here is what's going to end up being truth is she changed it from his pet snake to this woman who used to be a woman and was turned into a pet snake. So now everybody's saying, "Oh no, she's a woman." So it perpetuates the image of a woman of color being oppressed by white men.
Whoa, Stretchville.
Right?
A little bit of a stretch.
It's magic.
Is that not a little bit of a stretch?
A little bit of a
Stretchville? Stretchville. Is it just me? I'm not offended by that.
I think it's a movie. People get turned into animals all the time.
All the time. So when like Prince Charming is a toad, should I be offended that he's a frog,
No, because he's white.
an amphibious creature?
He's white, so he gets what he deserves.
What is wrong with you?
That's just how it is.
And
He's privileged, so that's why
also,
he gets...
I'd like to say, snakes got a bad rap. Snakes are getting a bad rap for years now. Snakes are important. They control the rodent population. That is, do you want rats all over the place?
The rat was a white guy in the Harry Potter movies.
Do you want rats all over the place? That what you want? That's what you
I
want?
know.
Do you know what happens when you get rats all over the place? So, back in, like, I don't know, the 1300s, there's a thing called the Black Plague, the bubonic plague.
Why is there gotta be a black plague?
Okay, you're missing the
Racist.
point. Wowzers. And it swept through and, like, wiped out a third of the people.
Yeah.
You know how it got spread around?
Rats.
Rats, mice, and vermin.
Yeah.
You know what eats rats, mice, and vermin?
Snakes.
Snakes do. They eat them. So snakes are important. So that woman's important to the ecosystem. She balances out the world. Boom, Twitter. Suck my nut.
If they made it a white chick, they would bitch that they didn't use a person of different race or sex. Also true, but then they would also go into the whole, you're showing them enslaving a woman. Like, you don't know where the story goes. You don't know how she gets turned into a snake.
Why are snakes
She
enslaved?
could-
You ever tried to put a snake in a cage? They're just gonna slither the fuck on out.
Because
You can't even-
in the books and in the movies, Nagini is like his pet. And they're like, oh, so she was a woman, so automatically she's enslaved by him.
So pets are slaves now? I'm offended.
PETA.
Because my dog is not a slave. My dog is my companion.
Right.
My best friend.
Oh, you're my best friend.
People, let me tell you about my best friend. He's a warm-hearted doggy who loves to...
You just can't do anything anymore.
No.
We can't even... This show is offensive.
Very, actually.
We've offended like 7,000 people today.
Like, probably, actually. Like, this is probably, actually, this show is pretty...
So let's go to something that nobody can be offended by. Today, on the Facebook machine,
Yes.
they dropped the first look of Fred Rogers from the movie coming out in 2019, a biopic of his life. Are you ready for this picture?
What's the
Raheem?
name of this movie?
I don't know. Something about it's in the neighborhood or wonderful in the neighborhood.
My neighbor.
Is that what it's called?
I don't know.
It's
That's
called
what
Won't
it
You Be
says
My
all
Neighbor.
the time.
It should be called that. That'd be great.
Well,
But check it out.
should
Ready?
be.
Ready?
My
Ready?
neighbor.
Ready? Ready? Boom! Look at the screen down there. Look at that! That guy looks almost just like Fred. Who is that? Is that Tom Hanks? You lost me.
He's gonna kill it.
You lost me.
He's gonna
No,
kill
he's
it.
not.
Yes, he is.
His voice is too deep. He's like, hey, Tom Hanks. You know, he's up here. Fred Rogers is like, let's go put on our shoes.
No,
and
no, no,
our
no.
sneakers.
Can you
He doesn't have
play-
the right voice for it.
Can you play a little bit of Mr. Rogers without getting us in trouble? He's got that voice. It's kind of like this. Hi, kid. Well, should be minded. He's gonna kill that. He is
I don't think he's gonna have the right
nail it.
voice for it.
Oh man, you're underestimating his acting skills and the fact that he can change his voice up anyway.
You think of the song that Mr. Rogers...
Oh, shut up, guy. I'm trying to hear Mr. Rogers here. Won't you be my neighbor?
Like, this is... I know this one for sure has his voice in there, but...
Mr. Rogers is certainly one of the best things that's ever happened
Hey, you
to
probably can't
public
control for
television.
this one, right?
And his Peabody
This isn't it.
Award.
Well,
Oh.
it's YouTube's.
One of the first things that a child learns in a healthy family is
Very
trust.
distinctive voice. We'll
All,
tell you.
I trust
all I'm saying
what
is
you
the
have
guy who
said
plays
that
Sheldon
you will
Cooper on
read
Big Bang
this.
Theory could have played a
It's
young
very
Mr.
important
Rogers.
to me.
Oh yeah, you see it in this
I
Yeah,
movie
oh,
for the
yeah,
first
it's
time.
so
have
good.
children. My first
Will
children.
it make you happy if you read it?
I'd just like to talk about it, if it's all
I'd
right.
just like to talk
My
about it.
first children's program was on WQED 15 years
Actually,
ago.
his voice would... Why
And
didn't
its
you guys
budget
just
was
cast Jim
$30.
Parsons? It would have been so
Now, with the
good.
help of the Sears
I'm just
Roebuck
saying.
Foundation and National Educational
How many times do you think
Television,
he's been listening
as
to this
well
man's
as-
voice though?
all of the affiliated stations, each station
Parsons.
pays to show our program. It's
Jim Parsons,
a unique
Mr.
kind
Rogers.
of funding in educational television.
Does he do just the
With
Mr.
this
Rogers?
help, now our program has a budget of $6,000. It may sound like quite a difference, but $6,000 pays for less than 2 minutes of
$6,000.
cartoons,
Cartoons.
2 minutes of
2 minutes.
animated,
Where's Mr. Rogers
what I sometimes
from? Where's
say,
he from?
bombardment. I'm very much concerned,
Okay,
as I
get
know
it.
you are,
So good.
about what's
What-
being
You're
delivered
freaking me out.
to our children in this country.
He keeps going back and forth
I've worked in
between
the field of child
pictures of
development
Mr. Rogers
for
and
6
Mr.
years
Parsons.
now,
Pennsylvania.
trying to understand.
Why
the
does he
inner
have
needs
such an
of children.
accent?
I don't know.
We deal
Why
with such things
Does he,
as
what did he die of?
the inner drama of
Just old
childhood.
age?
We don't have to bop somebody over the head to make him to make drama on the
My
screen.
father
He was
uses that
71.
term.
We
Stomach
deal with
cancer.
such things as getting a
Oh,
haircut,
Gosh.
or the feelings
Turn the
about
voice
brothers
off.
and
It's gonna make me
sisters,
cry now.
and the kind of anger that
Gosh,
arises.
stomach cancer.
Alright, so let's pull this down here. Oops. I'm gonna turn the screen off
I
real
was
quick.
just joking because I had a hoodie that's red at work and I was wearing it. It was like, well, should be. I was doing the song. I was trying to do the song. Oh, Mr. Rogers.
Bless you?
Yes, that was a sneeze.
Just saying.
I
Alright, let's
get
go
it.
back on here. Boop. I'm just saying, guys. Would this not have been a dead fit right there?
Maybe not using the term dead fit when we just talked about his stomach cancer.
What's going on? I didn't realize it was so creepy. I don't know. I don't know what I missed. I haven't been paying attention.
His voice or the resemblance between the two of them.
Because, I mean, this is Jim Parsons and Mr. Rogers. There's... And the way he does Sheldon, and it's just like...
Mr.
If he
Rogers'
just
voice
slowed
or
it
the
down and gave it the
comparison?
slightest bit of twang. The way Jim Parsons does Sheldon's voice.
Why does he have twang?
I don't know.
He's from Pennsylvania.
I don't know.
He has heavy twang.
Yeah.
It's worse. It was worse than your Kentucky accent, right?
I don't know about all that. I don't know
It's
about that.
thick.
That's what he said, right, guys? Because of gay.
Wait, really? Really? Put it back up again.
No, I didn't.
You should put it up again so I can just be right here in the little corner just going, really? Yeah. That's what she said, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Not quite.
Any Josephets. Yeah, it's
It's uncanny.
It's
It's uncanny.
You leave that there?
No.
I
Take it all off.
Tom Hanks is one of the greatest actors of all time.
I just don't think he's going to be able to do it justice.
I think he can. You never heard him do a Southern accent before?
I've heard him do a Forrest Gump accent
Mhm.
before.
He can do accents very well. He's a very good actor. He's gonna nail it.
Just like Jim Parsons. I'm just gonna get this picture. I'm gonna post this on Facebook later. I think it'll be fine. It probably will be fine, but I mean, come on. There was better choices.
Oh gosh. Must you complain about everything?
I don't complain about everything.
Yes, you do.
I complain about certain things a lot,
Mm-mm.
but I don't complain about everything.
Mm-mm-mm.
Mm-mm-mm.
Remember when they would go into the fantasy world in Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood?
Like behind the castle?
Wasn't that a trip?
That was crazy.
Can we do the train thing, please?
Can't do the train thing.
Oh, come on!
Can't do that.
For Pete's sakes, you played a whole interview. Can we
I
just
played
get
the
one?
audio of some of the interview.
Can we just get a little bit of the train, please?
I don't even know what to look up for that.
Mr. Rogers' train, literally, it's probably gonna pop right up.
Mr. Rogers train.
I think he spent the whole episode once, all the way in. No, not that's the. Oh, you can't play that! Stop that! Oh, nope, nope.
In fact, there.
Don't you be?
Hi, Wayne. Hi, Fred. How you? Like you know my.
This is just a whole episode.
Hello.
They can't do that.
Here we can.
Oh, right there when it pops up behind him and stuff.
All kinds of things you can think about and do in this world. Let's get the trolley. Trolley.
Trolley.
We've been
No,
pretending
no,
that
no,
the
no,
water
no, no,
pipes
no, no,
under
no,
the
no.
neighborhood of make-believe have broken. And until they're repaired, nobody can use any water. So
Why would you
today,
pretend
let's
that?
pretend about getting the pipes fixed. Somehow.
Just pretend with him.
Okay? Neighborhood of make-believe.
Okay, so like.
Now I'm telling you once and for all, Friday, you'd better
That's
fix things
That's him.
Yeah, most
soon.
likely.
Well, I'm trying to do that, Fairchild.
Oh my god, I never realized that was him all the time.
Ah!
Oh,
So weird.
Boy. Well,
Oh, you know what would have made that better? If somebody just popped up around the corner and went, Bugs!
I gotta go, guys. See you later. It's,
Big bad big
we're not going there. We're not going all the way through our entire childhood again.
It's the best episodes.
It's enough. That is enough. We stop it there with the Mr. Rogers talk.
3 typical average kids.
You can't help yourself.
Yeah, it's such a good song.
Oh my gosh, I hope they
Have you thought about the question of the day?
Uh,
What 3 objects you own do you value most?
let's see. Have you answered this already?
I have not. I'm still thinking about it.
Still thinking about it? I think I have 2 out of 3, so let's just keep on talking and then.
Kind of sounds like a creepy old guy off Family Guy. I can't do a creepy old guy from Family Guy with the whistles and the.
Oh, kid, what's up?
Let's go to my van and do the silly sloppy
You
surf.
son of a bitch.
Come on, Chris.
That's the paper boy.
Come
That's
on,
the paper
Chris.
boy. He's so.
Why don't you come and sit next to me?
You're out there with your old muscles and your muscly.
Come sit next to me.
Cutting my grass. I can't do the whistle. If
Nobody
I
can
could
do the
the
whistle so hard. No, this is
I
just
think they added in.
sit next to me. I can do a Cleveland from Family Guy.
No.
No, it sounds like this. No.
We're not going into questions. What were we going into? We were
What?
just about
Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
No, we were just about to talk about something.
The 3 objects you own that you value the most.
Oh, yeah, but I got 2 out of 3 so far. But just we should go into something else.
Should go into something else.
Yes.
That's all I had planned for today. So
What time is it? Even?
we've been streaming for. I've been streaming for an hour and 46 minutes. It is 8:44. We have an hour to fill. I don't know. 3 objects that you own that I value the most. Whoa! You hosting? She's hosting now. So everything's good.
Woo! She's hosting, but she's actually not hosting. Isn't that weird? Isn't
That's
that
weird. It's weird that she's not actually hosting.
Yeah, well,
No, you haven't been hosting.
Shame, shame, shame. Double shame. I don't want to go to Mexico no more. There's a... Come on. Play it.
I don't know what this is.
Okay, so
Okay,
listen.
no.
Put your hands together like this. Do this now.
Not gonna do it.
You don't have a choice, motherfucker.
So I'm thinking for my 3 things that I own that I value the most.
I don't believe you just dished me on chain.
The 3 things that I own that I value the most. People don't count, right? You don't own people.
Not since 1865, you know, you bastard. What the hell?
I was gonna say my kids because I value.
You don't own them.
I don't own them.
You don't own them.
I mean, I'm financially responsible for them.
But you don't own them.
26.
But you don't own them. But you don't own them. Stop that.
Okay, one of the things I would say for sure is my uncle moved away a few years back now. It's like, I don't know, 3 years now? It's been 3 years.
It's been 3 years.
Yeah, it's been crazy. It's like 3 years ago. And my uncle was my best friend growing up. I didn't have a lot of friends when I lived in Kentucky, and every time I come up here, I had a blast playing. He had the best Lego collection. The best. So many good Legos. And he kept them in, like, pristine order. Like, I never understood that when I was a kid. Like, I tore everything apart, put it back together, never the right way. Nothing was ever the same again. I was constantly playing with things, and I was constantly, changing things around. And he had the best minifigures ever. The best. Some of them, like, he kept pristine. Some of them he switched out because he liked the blue pants with the guy with the blue shirt, and then he put, like, a jetpack on him and this cool helmet that, like, was shiny on the outside and things. And it was super cool. He moved away, and his mom, my grandma, had all of his stuff, and there was a big bin of, like, Power Ranger stuff, and she asked me to come over and go through it to see if anything was worth any money. So I went over there because he wasn't doing too great down there, and I went through all his stuff, and nothing was really fetching much money on eBay or anything. It was all just like, sell this for $20, sell that for $10. Nothing was crazy because enough people in the early 90s said, Power Rangers is a cool thing. We need to stick with Power Rangers. And everybody bought everything up, so now they're trying to sell it to these, like, older collectors and nostalgia value. It's there, it's just not there. It's not. They're not rare items yet. They're not in that much demand. I'm going through his other stuff, and, like, he had a bunch of Legos in there, and I'm, like, looking at his sets, and I'm, like, looking online, and some of them do okay, but he wasn't too keen on selling them. He's like, yeah, I kind of want to hang on my Legos, and I'll give them to my kids when I have kids. And I called him up because I was telling him what I found and everything, and it was just like, and he's one of these guys, like, he has the Power Rangers, like the old flip head Power Rangers. You know them. They're out in stores now. They remade them.
Power Rangers.
He has all the original weapons for them. What kid has all the original weapons for their toys? If we found some of your toys, they wouldn't even have the original heads.
I was hungry sometimes.
all the heads were changed and melted back on, and I remember finding them all in your backyard. That was crazy.
I was a creator.
But he had all the original Power Rangers with not only their, like, super power weapons, he also had the white little blasters on them. Yes. That was the first thing you lost.
Yeah. It's very small. It's very unnecessarily small.
You're Sid from Toy Story.
I'm not. Yeah, I am fucking Sid. Oh my god. I just had oh my god. I have to talk to my therapist now. Thanks, Amanda.
There's a theory that Sid actually became the good guy after Toy Story 1.
I appreciate that so much.
And the reason he became a garbage man?
My head hurts.
Was because he'd go around and he'd collect toys that people abandoned.
Help, Jesus. Help me.
Anyways, so I'm sitting over at my grandma's house.
They were fine.
This was like almost 2 years ago now. I'm sitting over at my grandma's house. I'm going through all these Legos. I was like, Justin, you know what I just found? He's like, what? I was like, you remember that, like, the blue torso, blue pants guy with, like, the cool, like, looks like he has, like, face gear on. He's got the jetpack and everything. I was like, oh, yeah, that guy was awesome. I was like, yeah. I was like, this is, like, one of my favorite figures. Like, I remember playing with this and, like, always he was, like, always the commander of our armies and stuff. And Justin's like, keep it. I was like, I can't take your Legos, man. He's like, no, keep it. Keep it. Just don't tell my mom. Just keep the Lego. And it's down on... Because I collect Legos. I have a lot of Legos. It's actually in a glass shelf that I have. It's on its own shelf. I have that one and a couple other little, just special figures to me. And when I see it, I think back about all the good times we had, just hanging out, playing Legos, and,
It's getting real. It's getting real.
we when I used to come up here to visit, we would stay up all night playing Tony Hawk. Playing Tony Hawk Pro Skater, trying to do the one jump from the platform onto the rail. It took us so long to figure out how to do this. It's just like every time I see that figure, I get these good memories of like growing up and like having somebody who was like a brother to me, because I didn't have a brother, I had a bunch of sisters.
Memories.
So that has to be one of the objects I own that I value the most.
Wow. That is... Wow. That got really real.
That got real.
Real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. Man, you alright? You good?
I'm good.
You
How about
You
you?
good? It's, oh. Man.
My second one's my TV. No, I'm kidding.
What? Are we
That's
just
a
gonna
joke,
do
that's
this
a joke, that's a
one
joke,
by
that's a
one?
joke, that's a joke.
Are we gonna do this one by one and then go back to talking about stuff and then reveal another thing later on?
Probably because I gotta fucking think. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't have a deep connection with a lot of things in my house.
I don't either. When I leave, I don't want to talk about that right now.
Okay.
I have all three things in my mind, but I'm gonna start off with the least sentimental, just more of just the accomplishment.
What's going on, Mark?
My high school diplomas. I know that's kind of like, ooh, what? No, but my high school diplomas they're sentimental. They're important, obviously, but it was weird. So the day of my graduation, my dad just kind of looks over at me and he's like,
No more child support. No, sorry. That was a different story.
I let you say.
I know. I'm sorry.
Your entire
I know. Go. Sorry. I'm sorry.
No interruption.
I'm sorry. Hey,
It
Mark.
got real, and I was intrigued, captivated.
I won't.
I was emotionally invested
I'm
into
sorry. I won't do it anymore.
to your story.
But because I told that story before on Gravy Talk, so I was trying to be. But you have your moment. Go ahead.
Oh, you told that story with the Lego?
No. We told remember my sister's graduation?
Oh, the graduation.
When the guy stood up and said, "No more child support." That's why.
That did happen.
That's why I brought it up on here before, so I was trying to call back to that.
As I was saying, so my father looks at me, and we're riding to the venue,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like, and my father's very hard-nosed, rough around the edges type of authoritative figure. Doesn't show much emotion or anything like that normally. So he's like, "Yeah, I'm very proud of you." I'm like, "What? Stop the vehicle? What? What'd you say?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm very proud of you. I never got to walk across the stage. My father got his GED or something like that." And he's like, I can't really think of too many males from our family that have actually even got out of high school. So, don't ever think, things that you can accomplish or anything you accomplish is less. Always keep moving on from that and never sell yourself short. So that was a very interesting day. That made the day mean a little more, Also, his completion of high school and all the schoolings and all that good stuff. It was a fun day. I also went to see my grandmother that day. There's a lot of memories that revolve around that. It was one of the last times I saw my grandmother on my mother's side. She was in the my grandmother, her health was failing around that time, so I actually saw my grandmother that day. We went to the hospital. She was in the hospital for a little bit at that time, and we saw her, and there was a picture. I have to find that picture. There's a picture that I took with her. Yeah, there was a lot of stuff that went on that day. And it was just a memorable day. Everybody was really, really, really happy, and yeah.
Nice.
That was one. That's one.
That was one.
We have 2 more stories to go.
Do we have the emotional fortitude to do 4 more things?
I'm a man of steel. Of course we do. You see how that?
You're a man of steel, or
serious I got just now?
Or you were an extra in the movie Steel?
Both.
Was Shaquille O'Neal?
Yes. They need a stunt double running, and he doesn't do much running because he's 7'3", 300 pounds.
You did it. You did it. You did it.
His foot touched me.
My foot touched Rocky.
Show your toe. Can you show your toe? Do you want to show your toe?
Bad toe?
Yeah.
I don't think I can turn myself around to do that. And it wasn't that toe. That toe's down here.
I hate feet. No.
He might vomit.
Okay.
Are we going to do the other things, or do we want to talk about other things?
We're going to talk about other things first. We have an hour.
We have an hour.
We have so much time to talk about.
He is not
stuff.
a man of steel. Ooh.
That hurt's coming from her. I feel like that. What's that supposed to mean? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
There's a garbage under the desk.
Really quickly. So about my toys. I was creative, so like I would paint them sometimes, or I would...
You're a sweetheart. You're soft.
I'd add on little things to them, or like if they were broken, I'd like fix them and like, do extra stuff to my toys. Okay, so I'm not Sid. I wasn't trying to like make them some sort of evil thing or something crazy. I was just trying to fix my stuff. Okay, and like make them look cooler and make them look unique. And like Batman, I wanted to make something else, so I'd like paint him and like change his little symbols and stuff, and you know, gosh,
that's pretty cool. Extra stuff to your toys.
Also, we had a thing called we had a I don't know where we found this nylon rope, but it was legit. What you say?
Nothing.
So we had this nylon rope, and it was like super tight. Like it was like legit, indestructible, like paracord type, like nylon. And I don't know where we found it. I can't remember. But we tied it one end to the house, and then 4 of us pulled that rope, and it was like only a rope like that thin, so it was super thin. We pulled it though, like as tight as we possibly could around what do you call those things you hang the clothes on?
Clothesline?
Yeah, we hung it on the metal part, you know, this clothesline, and we tied it as tight as possible. 4 of us, like we all pulled, so there was literally no, like it was as tight as it could be. What we would do is we'd take our little, you ever see like the little hockey game or the little, what is that called?
Little foos hockey?
Foos hockey, guys. And we would take them by the crotch, we'd pull on the rope, which literally, I'm telling you right now, it was so, because we all pulled it, it was so tight, like just to even get the rope to like bend when you pull it, you had to like lay back to actually. You could hear it like, and then we would let them go, and you would not be able to even see them anymore. They would go so high in the air you could not see them anymore. Like, did we just put that into orbit? We looked at each other and like legit, we would find some in other blocks, like blocks away. Like, is that the... You know where my old house was?
Yep.
We'd find stuff near Duck Island. Not kidding. I'm like, what? That's...
It's because it hit a dog and the dog took it
Who knows?
down the block.
So maybe that was Sid. Sweet.
You think you were Sid?
That would go so, like...
You
asked-
colored
you
blood
asked your
on
uncle.
the toys. And...
You asked your uncle.
Oh, well, that's fine.
But that was...
He'll say your toy. You're Sid.
Something we used to do with the toys.
I'm kind of on this
The three things
things.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get deep again. Gotta get deep. I'd probably say the second thing I own that I value the most is I have a briefcase thing, sort of, in the basement. It used to be up in my closet, and it's full of my personal memory stuff that I want to keep for as long as I can. And one of the things that's in there is my dad's death stuff. His death certificate, his announcement, the book, the visitor sign-in book, and when he went into the hospital, there was a bunch of get well soon cards from like people in his family, and it's something that like I've stared at and I've looked at and I've tried to make sense of it all, and it never made any sense to me growing up, you know, and I just can't bring myself to getting rid of it. So, I don't know, I think this is kind of in that thing, because it's sort of one of those, you have to know where you come from to know where you're going kind of things. And my dad committed suicide. So he, you know, he hung himself when I was a baby. I was 2. You know, I was too little to actually know him, but he hung himself. He survived. He was in the hospital for a couple months before his heart finally gave out, and that's when he got all the get well soon cards and everything. And that stuff is like the gap between where I came from and what I've become. Like, I don't know that side of the family. To this day, I still don't know that side of the family. I've met his father once. Like, I've met my grandfather one time, and it was pretty recently. It was less than a decade ago. I've never met his mother. I've seen some of my dad's siblings out in stores. My mom said, "Hey, that's your aunt," and I'm like, "Oh, do you want to stop and talk?" Not really. You know, for as long as I can remember, because I don't know what happened when I was a kid. You know, obviously, you know, I had a pretty abusive stepdad, and he didn't like that side of the family contacting me, so I never talked to that side of the family. I used to get a Christmas card every year from one of my grandparents. I don't know which one, because they were separated before, you know, I was born. But and then those stopped. You know, I stopped getting the check for $3 every year, and the Jesus Loves You, because they're both very religious. It was weird. I actually added them on Facebook, and they both sides kept telling me to stop cursing. So I was like, nope, sorry. I'm not gonna have a grandparent who wasn't in my life telling me to stop cursing on my Facebook page. So that's one of those things I own that I just like. I don't know if I value it the most. It's just one of those things I couldn't bring myself to getting rid of.
It is. you know, it's definitely, as tragic as it is, and it's tragic, and it is a part of your history. It's part of your past. It's part of, you know, your family. You know, it's something. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, I suffer on and off depression. I was fucking down and out yesterday. I was just like, oh, I hate everything. I hate everybody. Why am I here? This sucks. Everything sucks. And then I think about, like, what he did. He killed himself. And I'm like, I couldn't do that to my kids. Like, I had a shit time growing up because I didn't have a dad, then I had a shitty stepdad, and, like, I didn't know what to do with life. So, yeah, I mean, it does. I remember I went to his the graveyard he was partially buried at. He was cremated. Part of his ashes were buried, and then part of them, I don't know what happened. I can't remember what they did with them. But I went to his on the 20th year that he was dead. That was the first time I went to the cemetery and found his grave, and he's buried just next to some random family member from that side of the family. And I think I've been twice since. Not any particular day, just went.
Yeah, that's the thing, though. That is your history. That's your family. That's your father. You know, and you know you have, you know, at least, you know, with dealing with depression, you have
he was
a you know, a reminder as to, you know, how far down somebody can get, but you also have, you know, living through what that can do, and you know, like you said, you don't want to put your kids through anything at all like that. So
yeah, it definitely helps with the fight. Because I mean, sometimes it's day to day. Like sometimes, like today, I'm feeling like this morning I felt like garbage. You know, work was just, it was piling on, and I'm just like, I'm still riding the low from yesterday. I'm just like, oh, this fucking sucks. Why am I doing this? And then like, I got home, I saw my wife, and she's in a good mood, and the kid's in a good mood, and I'm just like, maybe today won't be so bad. And then we started joking around, we started playing, and things got silly, and then I'm just like, oh man, we're doing gravy talk tonight. This is gonna be great. This is the best day ever.
It's interesting the things that can pull you out, you know, of depression. Sometimes it's stuff that you're obviously like, oh, of course that's gonna make me happy, and there's other things that you just laugh at and be like, you know what, it's not so bad. Or things could be way worse, you know, and like, it's weird how negatives can start turning into positives, sometimes at random, you know.
It's all completely random.
Yeah.
Like, I should probably be on medication, honestly, but I'm too scared about going to a doctor. That's one thing that frightens me right now, because I am out of shape.
You don't like the doctor.
My heart is going to explode soon.
That's not gonna.
I have high blood pressure, and I know it.
Stop that.
I get way too anxious about everything.
Stop that.
Sorry.
Maybe you're like wanted. You have anxiety.
The problem with depression is it could be worse. Doesn't really exist because it makes you feel so. Yeah, right. Yeah, it's fucking rough. But yeah, anyways, my third one is much more uplifting than that.
No, hey, listen, that's, you know. Yeah, whoa. Yeah, you have me speechless right now, so you go ahead.
I'm gonna go with my third thing.
You not the third thing.
Oh, just want me to talk about something
You
else?
talking about anything else?
Talking about anything else?
Yeah.
Hey everybody, this is Rich from Bards in the Basement.
Hi guys. What's did you just do the intro for the 17th time?
It was the third time. It's not the 17th time. Maybe this week, but not tonight. It's medications for it. Sucks being dependent on it. It can definitely be a necessity. I know. I really should go talk to somebody, but like finally starting the show. Finally getting started here. This is good. 2.5 hours in.
I want to say this is my second one right now. It's very recent. This prize possession. It was it's actually right here. It's actually right here. So yeah. This watch here. Is that? Did you have to? Did you have to explain that it's a watch? It's on my wrist. It has a. Oh, because you don't want to. Okay. All right. This watch here is my second one. It was a gift from my girlfriend. And yeah. I'm not used to gifts. I was very thankful and appreciative of it, and I appreciate her, and I wear this. This is a nice watch, first and foremost. Secondly, my baby got it for me, so it's prized, and yeah, it's a little reminder to always be on time for stuff, even though I'm not. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I'm working on being on time, because as people may know, I may or may not be kind of pokey.
Late for everything is what I was gonna say.
Okay.
Hey, we're starting at 7:20.
So like that
you guys still doing that?
So like that time when you were like, hey, you wanna hang out? And I was like, yeah, I'll get back to you. And I didn't get back to you for a year.
For 3 years, yeah.
Okay, 3.
I remember that time. Yep.
A little late.
Because I messaged you, I was like, hey, are you alive? And I wouldn't get a message. And I'm like, did you change your number? Is this still Rakeem?
I value time, but
And I'm like, hey, Justin, is this still Rakeem's phone number?
Yes, time is manufactured. Time is an idea. There's no
Justin is always late. Justin, I hope you're in here right now. You're always late.
Yeah, I know that.
You're lucky I'm not giving the speech at your wedding.
That's why
I would make everyone wait 15 minutes.
That's why we're best buds. Because we're so much alike. But it's interesting that it's a watch too, because time is such an interesting thing, and time is meant to control people. Oh snap! Okay, well listen.
I don't know about all that. I mean, time is an agreed upon construct. It's not.
It's organization.
It's not. It's sure it's manufactured, but we all agree that this is 1 second. We all agree this is how much minutes has gone by. Whether or not you perceive it the same way I perceive it, I'll never know.
Our perceptions of time are all different.
But it is agreed upon values. So.
But
uniform.
The idea of time is interesting, and it's an idea that's ever expanding in my mind. I'm always trying to. I feel like they could do a whole course on the theory of time. I feel like there is.
I feel like there's probably millions of courses on the theory of time, if not YouTube videos. On
People just studying it and trying to break it down and everything.
Yeah.
But you know, time is precious. Time is important, and
Ran out of time though for that TED talk.
and it reminds me of my baby. So it's very important.
My
possession.
baby, she don't want me no more. Word. Does anybody have anything they want to talk about before we get into our third things? Cause
What are some of your most prized possessions?
chat. How about you? What are your 3? You don't even have to do 3. Just do anything. Your most, one of your most, in your top 10. What's one of your most prized possessions? What thing do you value the most? If you want to why, you can why. If you don't want to why, don't worry about whying. We're loosey-goosey with the rules here.
I wonder if we can Skype somebody. Just kidding. I don't even know if they have.
I don't have it hooked up to the computer.
Well, we can't.
Your mom's pink lady's jacket. I understand that one.
Just gonna. So anything, you know. Anybody else have anything they want to add to their prized possessions? Anybody? Anyone?
You gotta give them seconds to respond. She did love Grease. We started getting Amanda the Grease stuff for, because of that connection they had.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Mom got her a Grease Christmas tree ornament that actually plays music and shit. It's pretty cool. Concept, love for my family, physical. The wallet my son bought for me.
Life.
Mark just got a what was it? You just told me this. Wasn't it something? It was a game controller or a game system, wasn't it? We just had this conversation like yesterday or today. Yesterday, because it was your birthday. It was Mark's birthday yesterday. Wish my birthday.
It's your birthday.
And 64 wallet. That's what I
Yesterday, your favorite birthday.
I wanted to say GameCube for some reason. I was like, I know that's not right. Yeah. Adorable.
Birthday. Go ahead.
My tiger dog.
It's your birthday.
Your girlfriend's talking here. You
Your
might
favorite birthday.
want to listen. Don't break that mug.
No, never.
She'll kill you.
I know what the third one is. I know what her third one is. I know what her third one is. It can't be me because I'm not a slave. But don't put that down. Don't put it down. Please don't put that down. Okay? Don't do that. Do the other one. Don't do that. Do the other one. Don't do that. I am not a slave. Don't do it. I love you, but don't do it.
Get Out, the movie? That's a good movie.
I don't think.
No.
That's not what she meant. She's get out. That's what that meant. Wasn't that? But
I
just.
haven't seen that movie.
It's a pretty good song. I just wrote just then.
Are you hashtag dead because of the song, because of the Dragon Chalice, or because of the I have a third thing. JoJo?
The singer?
Get out!
Leave!
Right now! The end of you and me!
What else do they say when she does that?
Too
I just know
late.
the leave. Is that just the only thing they do?
It might be.
What happened to JoJo? Oh, sorry.
She put out a song, like,
It goes
recently.
hippity hippity hoppity hippity 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 hop, right?
She wants to know what your third thing is.
That's what I said. It goes hippity hippity hoppity hip.
Your third thing?
No, I'm saying that's what her third thing is. But I don't want to say it unless she wants to say it.
A bunny. I guess.
And letting, well,
Or a kangaroo.
Can you just let her say it?
Well, you.
That's what I just said.
You just hippity 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 hoppity it.
Oh, I'm gonna hippity hippity bippity boppity.
It's always drugs. Why is it always
What the hell is
drugs?
she talking about?
My stuffed animal.
Is that your third thing, or do you have something else more prized?
It's a bunny. JoJo.
What? Why does she keep? What is she talking about?
What's she up to? Oh, drugs. It's not drugs. She just put out a song, I think, recently. She had a kid. I know that.
She was doing a lot of acting. I heard.
I don't know about that.
Now that song's stuck in my head.
Show needs a
So
fairy
I-
godmother. Celebrities and drugs, man. I
That
don't know.
legit song is like playing in my head right now, like her runs and everything. I can hear the. She was a good singer.
Better than Miley Cyrus.
She was a really good. I remember she was a really good, because it wasn't just that song. She had other songs. But she was a really good singer. Shame.
She was like 14 when that song came out.
She was really good for 14.
Yeah.
That was like.
She has some pipes.
That was like. It was like Aguilera territory. I mean, it was. I said.
She couldn't quite hit that high note,
But you get what I'm saying.
I get what you're saying. Though. She was good. She was good.
Sorry. We got
We got really
sidetracked.
sidetracked.
Third thing.
What's your third thing?
What's my third thing?
I've gone first twice now.
Okay. My third thing, and I'm probably gonna have to.
You can't look. You can't do the watch again.
No, I'm not gonna do the watch again. But thank you, baby. My third thing.
It's gonna be really awkward when you dump him at that wedding. He's gonna make an ass out of himself. Just saying.
So my third thing. I have to get serious here.
You don't have to get serious. It could be something silly.
No, it's something serious. We're talking about prized possessions and stuff. We own that. It's a sticker. It's not this sticker. I'm sorry.
Damn it.
It's a sticker of my old buddy from his memorial service. Yeah. My old buddy Tommy. It's funny. It goes back to Vine. This is why Vine is. I was talking about Vine all the time and everything. So when I started vining and stuff, we were just doing little vines here and there, and I'd do little vines on my own and stuff like that. And then I found out that there was another viner who was like vining all the time like I was, and he lived like out really close, like another town over, Amherst, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was weird. There's a bunch of viners that were from like New York State that just all went to his place that I knew of through Vine. So I met them first, and then they're like, "Hey, we're going out to hang out with Tommy." I'm like, "Who?" And they show me his vines and stuff, and he's playing guitar and like just making jokes and stuff like that. And he's really funny and a real good guitar player. But like, so we go out there, and it's this nice, beautiful house in this nice, beautiful neighborhood. And he's got a big backyard, beautiful backyard, and the woods are kind of near there. And he's got a fire pit going, and he's out there just playing guitar and stuff like that. And he's got all this long hair, and he's just being goofy and stuff. And I'm just like, this is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. And like his family, like immediately just like, "Oh, hello." They're all Argentinian. And so his mother was like, just always like, "Oh, Rakim, we're so sorry. Are you hungry? Eat some food. I made
Dude,
some."
everyone's
They
mom says that.
are always cooking.
They're always like, "Rakim, you want some food?" And you're like, "No, no, no." And as soon as they leave the door, you're like, "Chicken nuggets now."
But that was hilarious. And like we just basically ended up becoming like best buds, and we Vine together, and we just like had this like bromance basically on Vine. and people would always be like, "Are they hanging out? They're hanging out!" And they'd like tune in to like watch us just be ridiculous, and it was something, you know. And we would just hang out and talk about like personal stuff and like family stuff and relationship stuff, and like, you know, he was always there. And and then well, basically, so we just hang out all the time. He was telling me that he was going back to Argentina on vacation, and his family was at this big hotel, and like Tommy was a huge, like, he was like a really big, like, daredevil type of guy, like, all the time. Like, it was he would never do it like just to get like people to go, ah. He would do it out of just being funny. I remember one time we were in New York, and he was just in this hotel. Not a hotel. It was like a loft or something like that. He's sitting in. He was an old diver, like a college diver. So like heights didn't even bother him. But we were in this loft in New Jersey, and it's literally like, I don't know, 20 stories up, and he's just sitting in the window, outside the window, smoking a cigarette with a beer, and he's just sitting there like, what are you doing? Get out of the window. And he's like, I'm fine. What are you talking about, man? I'm great. Like, he's just joking with everybody. And like, he's like, whoa. And he would always, he's like, wow, that was fucking close, wasn't it? He would joke with you like that and stuff. He just had no fear of stuff like that. And like, so, it was New Year's Eve. And like legit, like 9-10 o'clock New Year's Eve, and one of the friends who were like Viners in New York and all that stuff, they called me, you know, like from Syracuse or something, and she's crying, and I'm like, what the hell? Why are you crying? I'm like, I don't like this. What are you crying about? Just like, You know, Tommy was down in Argentina with his family on vacation, and she's like, I just don't know how to explain this to you, because, you know, everybody knew, like, we're like, peanut butter and jelly. Don't do the song. Just wait. I know. Just swallow that one down. Just let it go. And she's like, well, there was an accident. And I'm like, what? And she's just crying. She's like, I can't. I don't know. I don't believe this is happening. But he was on a balcony, and he just fell off. And I was like, what? And like when she said that, like sound just like, I was like, what? It's weird to like just instantly lose somebody that you're that close to, but not like just like have them just basically kind of taken away. Basically, I was just like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding? I don't like peanut butter. Butterflies don't flop; they just flop.
Oh, damn it!
Yeah. But yeah, so, yeah, that was like, because it was so sudden, that's like one of those things that happens, and it's like I get what people say when they talk about it's like a punch to the gut, because it was legit, like, and that was right before New Year's, like literally hours before New Year's, and I like couldn't even believe. I was paying no attention. Like literally nothing happened that night other than me just going straight to bed. I said, nope, I'm done. This is just ruined now, and I don't even remember that year changing. I just went kind of like numb for a while, and like I went to his memorial service, and you know, everybody's telling the stories and stuff. And the thing about him is that he would just always be just like ragging on me and stuff like that, and just like poking fun and all that stuff. And I was just like, yeah, he's somewhere right now poking fun. That's what he does. That is what he does. he's feel like, you know, I'm not trying to like say I believe in like other worldly things, but there's just a lot of coincidences, and there's things that happen, and I feel like he's just kind of like watching and stuff, and I don't know, putting things in front of me and bringing things and showing me and leading me away from things and towards other things, just from like, yeah, I can hear his voice sometimes, just like in my head, just like saying typical Tommy things that he would say at the time. A lot of times it'd just be him insulting me, I'm like, queer or something. He was
You like this right now, like,
yes, yeah, I can. No, literally, he'd be in the corner. Gay. Gay. Like, but yeah, no, he's. I'm gonna have to like peel that off my wall. That sticker, like, a piece of the wall is gonna be missing. So I'm taking that with me whenever I move.
Are you moving?
I mean, not right now.
Oh, okay. I don't know, sort of plans or something.
No, I'm just saying, whenever
speaking in generalities.
Whenever I'm not gonna stay there forever. Whenever I leave, I'm going to take that piece of wall with me. Yeah, that's my third thing.
Wow, that was deep.
Yeah.
So deep.
Oh boy. Don't. Please.
Raheem, will you just wake me up when September ends?
All right. It's coming up. Like, literally, let's wake you up tomorrow. It's tomorrow, or what is that? A few days from now?
It's like let's find out.
Like 4 days from now.
That would be that'd be Monday. September is over on Monday.
All right, go take a nap.
All right, to go take a 4-day nap. Anyway, my third thing, I'm gonna go a little less deep, and I'm gonna go a little bit more fun.
So deep. Oh, you don't like it when it's done
little. It's not as creepy as it sounds.
All right, well, see you guys later. Been fun with this gravy talk today. Just
It's not as creepy as it sounds.
No, I'm overreacting
Shallower?
it. I'm overreacting. It can't possibly be.
Okay. I have a little bit of obsessive compulsive disorder, for anyone who doesn't know me. And I like to collect things. I'm a collector. I've collected
oh boy. Where are we? Yeah, what's going on here?
I started dating someone in 10th grade. And
you're gonna tell them about us?
We
okay. Is that what you're gonna tell them about us?
We wrote notes.
Yes, we did.
We wrote notes to each other a whole lot, and back and forth, a lot of stuff. And we passed them between classes before we had cell phones, so we like passed them between classes, and we can I get on some skill action?
I don't want to get involved. I'm not gonna ruin anything that you're doing right now.
Coming out the closet. So we wrote a bunch of notes back and forth to each other. And,
wait. Oh, back up. What? Where did that come from?
Amanda's just being goofy. So every time like I had a note and I got one, and I'd write a note back, I'd shove the note in my pocket, and then every day when I like got home, I'd like go and empty my pockets. I always threw the notes in like my dresser drawer, just because they were there. And over the years, like, I just didn't get rid of them. Like, they were back in the back of my dresser drawer for years. I switched dressers, and I was like, I don't want to get rid of these. Like, these are all my notes. Like, I had notes from, like, when I left Kentucky, and I had notes from people that, like, wrote me notes when I was leaving. I had notes from, you know, girls I was smitten with, but didn't, you know, reciprocate the feeling. I'm going to say smitten with. Yes. Just don't judge. And then I had a bunch of notes from this girl I dated in 10th grade. It didn't end well. We only dated for a month and a couple days, I think it was. But I always had this thing for this girl. And then fast forward a few years, she's in town due to terrible circumstances, but we hung out for a little bit. And Smitty Watherman Jenkins, what's that name? He was number one. So I'm hanging out with this girl, and then like like things are going good. We're hanging out. We're having a good time. And then she tells me, you know, that she's like, I don't remember it off the top of my head. She tells me, you know, things aren't good in a relationship and everything. And then one thing leads to another. We end up in a relationship. She ends up divorced. And then we started dating. And eventually we had not eventually, soon after we had a kid.
So this isn't about me,
We
then.
bought a house. No, it's not about you.
I can't have children.
We had a kid. We bought a house. We got married a couple years ago, and one of those things, one of my most valued possessions, is all those notes.
Well, who is this person, then?
Oh, it's Amanda. It's the Bard's Muse. She's in here.
Oh!
Yeah.
You guys are married?
We're married. The Bard and the Bard's Muse. Yeah.
Oh, that makes so much more sense.
Right.
And that...
Yep.
That's your guys... You guys have...
Yep.
Oh, man!
Yeah.
Color me stupid.
So, I love those little notes, and every once in a while I'll go down, I'll find my little briefcase full of stuff, because that's where they are now, and the same thing where my dad's stuff is. And the same stuff where like all my old yearbooks are, and I go in there and I take a little trip down memory lane. I open up all the notes, even the soul crushing one where she says, "I'm dumping you."
Ow.
Yeah, that one sucked. But
You mean you didn't burn that one immediately?
no. Again, it's just like I was just another day. I just pulled it out of my pocket, threw it in the drawer, and just whatever. But you know, it's funny to look at those notes and see where we came from and see the beginning of our the very beginning of our relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Although we can't go right back to the very beginning of the relationship because I'm pretty sure it was on AOL.
That's gone.
That's gone.
You've got nothing.
You've got memories.
Memories.
So, and it's great for me. It's so long ago, and I go back and I read them every once in a while. Like for our 1 year, I deleted my MySpace too, so I don't have that anymore either. For our 1 year wedding anniversary, I got all the notes out. I made this little like scavenger hunt, escape room-esque thing in the house. I put all these like important things and pictures and stuff up, and in one of the boxes I had all those notes. I showed her. I was like, "Look, it's been you like since 10th grade. Like this is us. This is what I wanted since 10th grade." What?
I'm so romantic.
You know, I do it. Yes, ASMR candy wrappers going on. So that's my third thing. Those are things that I just.
You're so romantic.
Or cheesy AF.
Romantic.
Listen, woman.
Whoa. Uh-oh.
Some girls like this shit.
Whoa.
Okay.
What? Huh?
Yeah.
Speaking of liking shit. Skittles! Official sponsor here at Bard's Basement. Official sponsor. Skittles.
I'll take one.
Tired of tasting the rainbow? Go jump in a puddle and lick up all the piddles. Skittles.
She's tasting your beast, Wheeler.
What?
Role models?
Nope, never mind.
Taste. You've never seen Role Models?
Nope.
It's on Netflix right now.
Alright, well, I'll go watch it right now.
Like as we speak.
She got so mad.
What?
Amanda. What the fuck?
Who's winning? Are we looking at football?
That guy's not gonna win.
It is funny. We started watching it last night. It's on Netflix. I highly recommend it. Oh, Skittles are so good.
Aren't they like distractingly good?
They're so good. I don't think I've ever had a bad Skittle.
It's so much flavor.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not crazy flavor.
Mm-mm.
It's like comforting flavor.
I think as they get stuck in my teeth, I prefer Starburst over Skittles, but
Wait,
I still
Starburst
really love
gets stuck
Skittles.
in your teeth worse than Skittles. Skittles
That's
turn
great.
into Skittle sand.
You put Skittles in your drinks.
I do.
Even the
yeah.
green ones are good. I'm not saying something.
You ever just take Skittles like this? It has 2 bags. Ain't that?
No.
I'm okay. You guys hang it? Yeah. Oh
Dude,
no!
Skittles all over my office.
I'm sorry. I'm okay. I got everything.
Are you okay?
I'm good.
Got you.
What I do here?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take it like this. And give him a little throw in my mouth. Like that.
You better clean those up before you go. I'm not touching your acid saliva.
Don't do that.
They're really good. Right? He's got a big ass bag of mini Skittles. I think he might die.
I'm gonna go.
How many cavities do you have?
None.
I'm surprised.
I'm gonna go.
Ew.
Mouth guard like this. It's a Skittle mouth guard.
There's like one sticking out the end.
Can I see that?
Yep.
It's like a-
It's like a nut. It's like a peanut and a turd.
So you put it in your mouth like this.
What the fuck happened to Gravy Talk, guys?
Oh, I'm trying to show you guys something. You're playing it out like this. What? This is what you do with Skittles. What? You ever did this with Skittles before?
Is that how you practice your Bill Cosby voice?
Nope, not how I practice my Bill Cosby voice. Oh wow. That sounds like Bill Cosby though. Oh my god. Ask me something that Bill Cosby would answer.
Do you like the Jello of the pudding?
I love Jello pudding. Oh my god! It's so easy to do a Bill Cosby with Skittles in your mouth. What the hell? Ask me something else that you had Bill Cosby. A lot of saliva. Sorry. Go ahead. They're dissolving. Hurry up. They're dissolving.
Did you have sexual relations with those women?
I did not have sexual relations with those women. What are you laughing at? What?
It's getting worse.
Okay. Gotta get.
Don't choke.
Gotta get. There. So, you can get this little mold on the inside of your mouth. See that? You guys see that? It's like a little mold of the
You
inside.
can do that with chewing gum, though, too.
What?
You can do that with chewing
I
gum
got a mouthpiece in.
and not have to.
I'm Bill Cosby now. Again. Look at that.
Well, everybody,
What?
thanks for watching Gravy Talk tonight.
It's still on. We're not going anywhere.
I'm pretty sure we just hit our low point for the night.
What are you talking about?
There's still Skittles chewing through my floor.
Burning for your
Burning
floor.
through the floor.
Yep.
They're just going right through the wood.
Absolutely. Proud sponsor.
I mean, technically, we've got about 15 minutes. If anybody wants to talk about anything else?
Like, why? They just want to put why?
Like, why are you doing this? Why are you the way that you are?
Oh my god. My mouth tastes so good now. Don't. No, you may not. Like, literally, my mouth just tastes wonderful. What did you do?
I love Below. There's a funny in there. Alright. But everybody, don't forget to hit that subscriber goal. We are on 6 of 10. 4 more subs, and we give away a $20 Steam or Xbox gift card through PlayStation.
Wow. That's impressive. I want that.
A $20 Steam or Xbox gift card?
Yeah.
You have to subscribe.
Can you change that Xbox gift card into a PlayStation gift card?
No, fuck it. Fuck PlayStation. I was going to say fuck Xbox.
Is like Twitch a specific to...
Nope. I just personally don't like PlayStation.
Well, PlayStation called me... What? Hold on, wait. Yeah, phone call. And a Skittle in my lap. Got a lot of dog hair on it. Oh, it's PlayStation. Hey, what's up, Sony? I know him on a first name basis. Hey, Sony. Yeah, no. I'm doing Gravy Talk right now. How are you? Yeah. Doing great as usual. I bet. You're great. You're amazing. Yeah, that's what you are. Uh-huh, yeah. Oh. Oh, yeah? And then you want me to tell him what? Okay, alright. What about the one? Uh-huh. Okay, yeah, no, I'll let him know. Anything else? No, nothing else? Oh, okay, man. Alright. Lunch? When? Yeah, I can do lunch with
That
you.
went on like 48 seconds too
I
long.
can do lunch with you. No, that's no problem. Shh.
53.
It's Sony PlayStation.
Mm.
I'm talking to Sony PlayStation, right? I'm talking to Sony PlayStation. If you could just hold on just a second. Yeah, no, it's, you know, he just loves to just butt in. Just loves to butt. Bill Gates, I know, Bill Gates loves to butt in too. Anyway, yeah, okay. So I'll tell him, and then yeah. All right, okay. I'll talk to you later, man. Oh yeah, always cool. Yep. Peace out. Okay, you hang up. No, you hang up. No, you hang up. All right, bye. He hung up on me. He said you suck, by the way.
Tsuyoshi Kudora,
What? Who the fuck's that?
the CEO of Nintendo.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
Or Sony, sorry, Sony.
Oh, He's talking to Sony. Sony PlayStation.
Well, yeah.
It's from all the fruit juices from the Skittles. The 90 Skittles that I just consumed. Bless me, I'm so sorry that I just belched on the air like that.
ASMR Mario. Totally do a food ASMR. See what your girlfriend says. Get him. I'm sorry, I'm really bad at names. You're gonna be the girlfriend for a while, so I can remember your name. Melissa. Rebecca.
Well,
Rosencrantz and Guildenstern.
I don't know if she even wants her name out there like that.
Mm-hmm.
It was a cute story I wanted to talk about.
Well, you got about 8 minutes to tell it.
Okay.
Can you tell a story in 8 minutes?
Yeah. Shut up.
Are you sure about that?
We shut the fuck up.
7 packages of Skittles in your mouth.
Can we do that again?
No.
Okay. Sorry about that.
The green one way down there.
I don't know where that came from. Your feet are too close to everything. So, let me tell you a story.
I didn't say. I wanted to say it, but I didn't say it.
You want to say what?
About how my life got flipped around.
Oh my god, you can't help yourself. Let me tell you about the story, though.
A man named Brady.
What are you gonna do? You're gonna try to just like and keep on like
I
interrupting
don't try
my
to
story?
do it. My brain just does it.
Yeah, you're gonna keep trying to interrupt my story. I got a lot of time left.
Oh, you got 7 minutes.
Anyway, so the story goes. Yeah, there's nothing to that one. So there was a man.
You just tell your fucking story.
I just feel like you're gonna just interrupt at any
Wait, you
point
I'm
in
just
time.
gonna be like living in a lonely world? He took the midnight train going anywhere? Doesn't even make sense. That's a city boy, not a man. Psh.
Anyway, there was this
Pretty sure he was
guy.
born in South Detroit.
Is Eminem from South Detroit? It's that song about Eminem.
Oh!
You can kind of like correlate that song with 8 Mile.
The time doesn't.
He's on a
match up.
midnight
The
train.
time doesn't.
It's a premonition.
Who's the girl then?
Kim. She born and raised in South.
No, he was born and raised in South Detroit. She just took the midnight train going anywhere.
That sounds like Kim to me.
She wasn't going anywhere. She was going on the one dude.
Somebody make a mashup of "Lose Yourself" and is that "Don't Stop Believing" and "Don't Stop Believing." I have a theory that there are certain songs that white people can't help themselves but to finish the lyrics to. So, like, if I was just to so happen to say, "Cut my life into pieces,"
Bleed on the floor.
you know the rest of it. You know the rest of it.
She's got a pretty big cold sore.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm like loosely rhymed. Can we just? Are you gonna tell your story or not, man?
How much time do I have left?
5 minutes on the dot.
On the dot. Look at that. So as I was saying, there was this guy, and they're in a very like far away place. I think it's like maybe Mexico.
Excuse me.
Something like that.
Oh yeah.
So the guy drives a truck, right? And like the tractor trailer is just sitting there, and there's just all these complaints from people in the neighborhood. Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
That was a weird sound.
It was last the water. So it was like it sucked up air afterwards.
You ever notice how that happens? Do you ever think that we're like instinctually like sucking from the teat when we drink out of the bottles like that? Well, you actually develop that.
4 minutes.
You develop that though from sucking from the teat naturally. It's like an animalistic thing by nature. You want to do that even when we're drinking water. Like it was.
So you're saying just no matter what we do, we always want to suck?
No, that's not what I'm saying. Because I mean, you want to. If you're gonna play on the words, if you want to try to suck, that's just like a play on words. Like, no, what I'm saying is instinctually we're animals of habit. So we learn these traits. They're still in our brains, but they only come up, at certain points in time.
3.5 minutes.
What?
3.5 minutes.
I got it. I got this. I'm gonna get this whole story out. Trust me. I'm not getting interrupted. I'm gonna get the rest of the story out. So, anyway, all these people see this truck and, like, they're just constantly just, like, walking by and it's not going anywhere. And so it's this huge intrigue about this truck. You know, like, who's driving it? Where's the guy? Why is it just sitting here? And it's at, like, a busy gas station, but it just wasn't going anywhere. And, you know. Why is that, though? Like, you ever been at a gas station and, like, just like, cars just there, but not, like, nobody. You ever done that? You ever been to a gas station when that happened to you?
No. There's a gas station, there's usually people there. If there's a lot of cars there, there's nobody around, they're probably doing, like, something weird in the bathroom.
That's weird. That's really weird. How much time do I have left?
2 minutes and 10 seconds.
Oh, I got that. So much time. So, anyway. So, there's a lot of intrigue, a lot of reports to the police. People start calling the police. And they're like, this truck is super suspicious. And there's the one thing was that there's a weird smell, too, coming from the truck. So, actually, you know what's really funny? So, today, we were working over... there's this one place, and there's, like... It's got, like, a snack coming out of it. And there's a weird smell. And it kind of... We were trying to figure out if it was the smell of Cheerios or, like, Lucky Charms. You ever tried to... They smell the same. Like, the... Not the Charms and Lucky Charms, but the actual, like... cereal bits.
Yeah.
They... So, like... Can you like, tell a difference between those?
I haven't tried.
Is there a difference? Is Cheerio its own thing?
I don't know. But your Honey Nut Cheerio is probably different than regular Cheerios.
Do you think?
There's honey and nuts.
Do you think it's the same type of, like...
I think it's the same type of cereal,
base?
but then they probably the same cereal, but then they coat it in a glaze.
Ooh, glaze. Like donuts. I love donuts, too.
Yeah,
there was a good vegan donut place that my girlfriend took me to last week. How much time do I have left?
45 seconds.
That's a little time. So, now, like I said, the smell was the bad part. And so the people were complaining and complaining. So the police were just like, we gotta go check this out. So they round up a whole unit. They can't find the driver at all. The license plate don't read back to anybody. So they go back to the truck. They get these bolt cutters. They're like sawing away at it. They're like, what the hell's in here? It smells crazy. And like, it's just been sitting here forever. So they start to like hack away at the locks and stuff. And there's like 3 or 4 locks, like the super like titanium metal. And they're just, and they're back there grinding away. How much time do I have left? Anyway.
Well, thanks everybody. That's been our show.
What? No, but they need to know.
Turn in next week to find out the ending of this story, or maybe never, because I don't think he's gonna remember it.
Remember what? Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Rich from Bars in the Basement. This is Rakim. You can catch him on Instagram at I_am_raw__. Instagram. Check him out. He posts a lot of gym selfies. If That's not true.
If you like muscular black men who go to the gym.
I have a lot of deep content. I'm a very deep person. I'm a thoughtful person. I'm a very invested person.
Up to 196. Look at those hashtag gains.
No, that's not true. I'm very deep and ooh, Skittles.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Skittles.
We'll catch you next time. If you're around, check the stream out tomorrow. If you hit that follow button, you should hit that follow button. If you hit that follow button, honestly, just do it. Just do it.
Did I tell you the story about this truck? There was this truck, and like these people were like, "Ooh, it stinks," and they're like,